She was just there for the season.
Eating steaks. Oh, Lord. Eating real great. Shaking gotta bake. Hoes I'm gonna take. Me mixes I'm gonna make.
Stop this thing.
With the real and not the fake.
Oh, man.
Make a back ache.
I don't know about that part for you.
It's me.
Yeah, make your back ache.
We both gonna be aching in this boy.
Damn, y'all niggas.
Wow.
Crew season podcast back
damn,
again.
I can't hear. My headphones just got unplugged.
Good.
I got you.
Oh, guess y'all don't need me.
And I'm
I'm out.
Crew season podcast back again. This is episode 120. Damn.
Siento 20.
I need to be able to.
Siento 20.
Damn. 120. That's crazy. Kenny T is in the building. OT is in the building.
Don't check me, check your partners.
Damn, me Smooth is in the motherfucking buildings.
I'm D Trill AC. This is another episode of the Crew Season Podcast. How's everybody doing on this glorious night?
Coolin'.
Everybody good?
Good, baby, good.
Into the morning. Hopefully my dog pregnant so we can go get this morning.
That nigga Steph got 33 at the end of the third. 7 of 11 from 3.
He in that type of. I'm telling you, he about to get MVP again, man. He used to get 34 last game. They lost, but he gave out 34. Oh, how's vacation, man?
Man, it was great, man. I needed that reset.
And all you did was sleep the whole
I
time.
needed that. Hey, it's a vacation, nigga. I was off from work and getting paid. What you supposed to do? Relax. You ain't supposed to stay busy the whole time.
Yeah, you are.
Not the whole time.
You're supposed to go to work.
Did what?
Go to sleep at work.
Everybody's not fortunate.
Everybody's not able to pull off said things.
Kitty got alarms. Oh, it's time to get up now? Oh, okay.
See, look here.
No comment.
Well, while you were gone, man, we had a hell of a part. In terms of, we get sent a bunch of random clips, and I was supposed to be the organizer. I'm a bit better than this, but we're going to jump all over the place today. I don't care. First one being independent woman being labeled as that is not a compliment. I'm going to play the clip. I want to get y'all's take on this.
It's not a compliment. I never hear a man that is raising children alone say, I'm mom and dad. He never becomes overly feminine because he's raising children. But we as women become overly masculine because we are raising children, because I'm mom and dad and I gotta do all these things, right? And now I put extra stuff on me and then I say, ain't nobody helping me. Well, nobody told you to do that. There is help available, all because I was trying to overcompensate for what daddy wasn't doing. I didn't have to be mom and dad. Now they got Mr. Chris and Mr. Eric over here. And I took them to be a part of different organizations because when you think of something strong, you do not think of coming to the aid of it. So when we are looked at and walk around as strong, what we're putting out is, I do not need assistance. I don't need your help. So anytime a man says, oh, I love it, you're so strong. I said, no, I'm not strong. I'm resilient. I'm not independent. I'm interdependent because nobody ever comes to the aid of the strong person. So when I'm around men, my wrists are broke.
D. April Mason. When you present yourself as strong and not needing of any help, people are going to be less likely to give it, which puts you in a terrible position as a woman. Do y'all agree with the explanation she gave in terms of an independent woman? Like, how do y'all see that? Is that a great quality to have, or is that a, like she said, it's not a compliment to me? What's y'all take on that?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel it, though. You know what I'm saying? At least you know how to turn it off. That's what that tells me. You know how to turn that off. Mm-hmm. When I'm out here and I gotta be ferocious, she be ferocious. And when I ain't gotta be, then I'm broken. I'm handicapped. Yeah.
I need all the help.
That's basically what she's saying, so I'm with it.
Independent woman. Oh, you scouting a woman on social media, hypothetically speaking. Mm-hmm. And, in her bio and, in her a lot of her content that she may put up, she describes herself as an independent woman. Does that raise a red flag? Or how do you view that?
I wouldn't say it would raise a red flag necessarily, but I do understand. You know, when you are used to doing everything for so long by yourself, not really getting the help that you would like or see others getting, then yeah, I could see. Because like she said in her example she would like to use the word resilient. I think resilience is a part of, you know, when you are independent, you kind of have to show some resilience in a sense to me. But I wouldn't necessarily call it a red flag. I think a lot of women just use it because they had to for so long. But I do appreciate a woman that knows how to turn it on and turn it off. Because there's nothing wrong with being independent. There's nothing wrong with being interdependent, like she said. You know, knowing how to work by yourself, but also alongside with your man, friends, whoever it is. Like, you still need to know how to work with people. So I agree with what she's saying. I get where she's coming from. You know, she got her own opinion. So I gotta respect her perception, and I definitely see where she's coming from for sure.
Kenny, independent woman. You doing your scouting, scrolling Instagrams, double tapping pictures, leaving hard eye comments, things like that, and in the midst of your research, you see, you know, she's describing herself independent woman, you know, this, that, and the third, and don't need no man for nothing. What do you see? Is that a red flag when you see that? Like, how do you interpret that?
And her bio says, "Don't need no man for nothing."
No, it just says independent.
I'm just trying to get clarification of what you're saying.
That's wild. That's in the bio.
No, it's not. No, it's not a turn off to me, really. I mean, because people be having all kind of shit in their bio anyway. So, I mean, you just got to get to somebody got the right words in their bio, and then you start talking to them. They dumb as a box of rocks. So, I mean, no, it's not a turn off, really. And I understand what she's saying. You know, not having to try to be the strongest one in a relationship whenever you're with a man. That's just combative, you know. So, yeah, you definitely have to know how to turn that shit off, like Matt said.
Here's a question. Do y'all feel like women use that as a defense mechanism in terms of being independent, like proudly proclaiming to be independent? Because all independence is, let's just be honest, is that you can be an adult. You can take care of yourself. You have your own car, you have your own place, you pay your own bills. Welcome to adulthood, right? But some people wear that as a badge of honor. Do y'all feel like that is a defense mechanism? Or do y'all feel like that's how they just genuinely feel?
I think they try to use it as a way of saying men that try to use their money as the only means of how they should trying to get the woman. I think the right way to use it is say, hey, your money is not going to be what makes me commit to you or be serious with you or take you serious or talk to you. It should be more in depth than just your money. And you being able to provide. I think that's how it should be, but I mean, some say they're independent and still get with a bum. So, or still chase that money. So.
Okay. Oh, do you feel like it's, you know, is it a defense mechanism or is that genuinely how they see themselves when they look in the mirror?
I think it's some of both, honestly. But when I see it, a lot of times, if I see a woman that's saying like independent and all that stuff, a lot of times they have a kid. And I'm not trying to sing nobody. I'm just saying from what I see, like the women, especially today. I'm 34, so you gotta understand. You know, the people I see on my page, the people I see on.
That's great.
So you know what I'm saying. Then I've been on social media for so long. So like at this point, you seeing like.
He said I've been on social media for so long.
The quote unquote.
You only 2 years.
It's been like
older than us.
Shut up, fool.
What?
Haven't you had social media since like MySpace?
Yeah.
All right then. All right then. So we've been on it for a while. So anyways, a lot of times those single independent women today are called rich aunties. The ones that don't have kids. Or the auntie that's out there having a good time or whatever. But a lot of times independent comes from like, to me, when they some type of struggle or they went against the grain and prevailed. Like they not out here just struggling, you know what I'm saying, on their last, but they really made something of themselves. So that's why they wear it so proud, because they beat the odds in a sense.
See, even the rich auntie thing, like I could argue is a defense mechanism. Could be a defense mechanism because no man wants you like that.
I can see that, yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? But again, I'm not, you know.
Well, I ain't gonna say no man. I'm gonna say the man you wanted didn't want you like that.
Which means that the interest you feel like you should get, or the way you carry yourself like that, that's not coming back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So let me say this. Let me say that I'm independent. I don't need no man. Let me say I'm a rich auntie as a defense mechanism. That's how I feel like a lot of them use it. You know, because again, if we break down independence, you 36, 35, you should be able to pay your own bills. You should have a car of your own.
30.
You should have a place to stay, right? So why are these things worn as a badge of honor? That's what I don't understand. That's just like if a man comes out and says, I'm an independent man, that sounds crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're not independent, then what are you doing? You're 36.
They had songs about being an independent woman. You had Boosie and Webby. You had Beyonce, you know, talking about women's independence. And then, and it's still kind of fresh for a lot of women.
Independence?
Independence. It's been what, 60 years? Barely.
That's a long
That ain't
time.
fresh, baby.
So, I mean, but it's kind of still fresh.
It ain't fresh, dog.
So that still is new and explored. Or they the next generation, the first generation to make it out, doing something, coming against the odds. So yeah, just like they have that women pride, then this is like an extra layer on top of it. It's like layers to them.
Yeah.
Proud to be, you know, Hispanic, proud to be black, proud to, you know what I'm saying? It's layers on top of layers. Being a woman in general, they proud of that because they feel they've had a lot to overcome and oppressed in certain areas. So having that, being independent, all that stuff, like, yeah. That's why they feel they wear it so proud.
Like I said, man, welcome to the club. Black men have been oppressed
since the dawn of time in America.
Matter of fact, more so than y'all. Matter of fact, they oppressed us to advance y'all. If we're gonna be honest,
that is a fact.
Buck breaking.
I mean, that's just honest. That's historical context, right? Like the systematic, intentional oppression of the black man. Matter of fact, their push for the advancement of y'all was part of that plan, that intentional plan to oppress the black man.
Yeah, because y'all still on the effect. I gotta hire a minority and a woman.
Yeah,
I can kill two birds with one stone, baby.
Yeah, because your advancement is gonna create a divide. Especially if we putting y'all in jail. I mean, as far as blend, we put men in jail, and we, you know, again, women have government that's on their side in terms of divorces, separations, alimonies. Like women literally get paid to leave marriages.
That's crazy.
Or get paid to have kids, right? We're gonna be honest here. Like say she had a kid, they break up, child support, they're getting paid for that. Alimony, they're getting paid for that. Government census, they're getting paid for that as long as the man is not in the house benefiting from it too. So again, there's been historical, you know, things that have been intentional to divide us. So that's why I say welcome to the club in terms of being oppressed. You know, but I mean, it is interesting. I was watching something the other day, and it was arguing with a woman, and she was saying like, you know, black women have been, you know, oppressed for the same amount of time as y'all. And then she was arguing with a dude, and he was like, well, I can't. I mean, even though y'all have been getting oppressed the same amount as us, the degree is different. And she was like, well, what do you mean? And he's saying like, what would you define as like the essence of a woman? Her ability to do what? And she was like, nurture, you know, and take care of the kids, and you know, make the house a home and things of that nature. And then he asked her, like, okay, well, what would you say is the essence of a man? His ability to do what? She was like, protect and provide. And he paused, he looked at it, and he said, okay, so let's rewind back to slavery days. Which one of us was able to exercise our essence of what made us who we are? You said your essence was nurturing, right? Weren't you allowed to raise your kids?
That is a fact.
Or even if you wasn't raising your kids, wasn't you allowed to raise the master's kids in the house? Like you was able to exercise what the essence of what makes a woman a woman. You was able to exercise that. Now, name me a black man back then that was able to protect his family and provide for his family in that era.
Facts.
So again, yes, we was both oppressed, but the degrees are different. And I feel like that has to be acknowledged, but it's not. Oftentimes we get compared to other races and other ethnicities and the fact of us being behind, but that historical context is oftentimes just move past just so I can set the narrative and I can make the point.
Yep. And then when we got from under slavery, we the one that had all the skills and they changed the rules.
Yeah, I mean, it's just...
Anytime we adapt, they change the rules.
Hey, they
or do
changed the
something
rules.
like
So,
bomb Black Wall Street.
and it's only when a lot of black men is going to advance. They never do that for black women. A lot of black women is going to advance. They're going to let y'all go.
I was talking about that the other day. Like how they had quite a few millionaire women back in the day. Mm-hmm. And then the moment it was a bunch of men started coming up, shut that shit down.
Shut that shit down.
Yeah. So
in various ways, whether it's killing them, bombings, like even as recent, like what was it in Pennsylvania and Philly?
Yeah. But stealing their patents and shit.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because we just going to face it. All that shit was crooked. All that shit was crooked. If you wasn't white, bro, they wouldn't let you get all that shit.
Music business.
All that
still
shit.
Going on.
Still going. That's still to this day. It's like slavery in the music business. And boys still signing them deals, which is fucking crazy to me.
And here's the thing, right? I don't bring that up for us to have a trauma race. Mm-hmm. That's not what I do it for. What I bring that historical context up for is for one, give us some grace for one, and for two, we don't want to compete with y'all. That's not our intention.
But that's
that's y'all's intention.
That's the game that they set up.
Right, but that's y'all's intention. Like y'all constantly comparing yourselves to us and using that as a way to push us down in comparison to other people. Like why? Like we here, why can't y'all be here? All of that. Like it's a competition. Black men do not want to compete with our women. We don't. So again, but if we're gonna lay it all out on the table,
let's talk about.
Let's exercise full disclosure when we do so. That's all I'm saying. But we're gonna keep this thing moving. This next clip is about prioritizations. How high, if it's a list of 5 things that you would say that you prioritize, would y'all say money is within that 5?
Of course. It better be.
5 things that you prioritize, would you say money is in that?
It has to be. You can't do nothing in this world without no money, bro. I care less how great you are. I care less about all that shit, bro. You still need money to move things, bro.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? And it may not be a lot of money to move something that you want to move, but you need money. You know what I'm saying? I care less who you is. You can have the greatest mind on the planet, but if your ass broke and can't move nothing, you just gonna be the smartest, brokest motherfucker on the planet. That's just how it works. That's how it works, fool. So for a man, or for anybody, I ain't gonna even say a man, anybody, money should be in top 5.
Priorities.
Yeah, priorities. It should be in the top 5.
Oh, you saying you agree with that?
I was trying to think of 5 other things that's just as important. Of course, like having money is important. Yes, you want to have a roof over your head. You want to make sure you're in a decent environment so where you don't have to always look over your shoulder or something like that all the time. And you want to make sure, you pretty much eat what you want, got gas in your car. You want your essentials.
Yeah.
So, but outside of that, I could care less about money. I don't need no extra for the most part. Do I want to live good? Absolutely. I want to take vacations, of course. But like that aside, I got like peace. That's number 1. Like me being in the right state of mind, me being healthy, my people healthy. Like that's more important to me than some money.
Yeah, but you ain't gonna be at peace with no money.
Dancing,
you ain't gonna
pick a side.
I was trying to think of 5. If I had to really just sit and think of 5, I mean, money just wouldn't be top 5.
It wouldn't be.
I don't think it would. It'd probably be 6. It'd be 5, 6.
So what's above that? Let me hear.
No.
Like
I don't want you to name anything. I just wanted you to answer the question. This is a yes/no question. Is money within your top 5 priorities of being? Who said yes?
It'd be right
said
outside.
no.
Like right outside, yeah. I think right outside.
I think a lot of things are dependent on each other, which I'm having a hard time with. I say it is sneak in. Because it's a lot of things that we prioritize in the life and climate we live in. It's kind of like a tandem. I mean, but yeah, I mean.
So you say it would sneak into 5?
I think it would sneak in 5.
All right.
If we're not being in an idealistic, if we're speaking ideally, no. But if we're being realistic, yeah.
Meek said it best. You need money just to feed the fam, but fam will keep you cool. You know what I'm saying? So you need the bread to keep your sanity.
I mean,
Because if you ain't got no money, everything behind you was gonna complain. Hey,
I mean, I seen this video,
everything.
so.
You get what I'm saying? Everything is gonna fall apart. I ain't saying you gotta have hundreds of thousands of millions of dollars.
Just play the video.
Just enough for your video. Well, just enough for your life of what you need around you. You get what I'm saying? So it gotta be in the top 5. It have to. Even if it's 5, it gotta be in the top 5.
I understand. And the thing was, I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of mine. Before I seen this video, I said the same thing. Hell yeah, money top. What the hell you mean? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna play the video and I want to see if it changes y'all mind even slightly.
The highest form of value. Everybody said money. I was like, money's important. I was like, it's not even your top 5 though. It's like, what? I was like, no, it's not your top 5. I said, if I say I give you $1 million a day, but you got to die tomorrow, which one you want? I say, so time more than money. If I say I give you $1 million a day, but you got to be sick for the rest of your life, you want it?
It don't work like
so
that.
Health is more than money. Well, if I say I give you $1 million a day and your mama got to die tomorrow, you want it? No. So relationships are more than money. So finances is not the highest form of compensation. Man. Fulfillment is. And if you can get fulfilled on the outside, it becomes easier to get money on the fulfilled on the inside. It becomes easier to get money on the outside because you're not chasing the bag, you're chasing purpose. And when you catch purpose, you get the bag.
But he didn't name 5 things better than money.
So they were speaking at a church.
He only said 3 things realistically, though.
They were speaking at a church or something because that's what it sounded like.
No, this is at
like
event.
a conference.
Something like
Summit.
that.
Man, I ain't trying to hear, bro, man. All that shit was unrealistic.
So time not important.
That was unrealistic.
He said top 5. Time is number 1 for me. Y'all know how I am.
Yeah, but
time is number 1 for me. Health is
relationships.
That's unrealistic.
I got family.
That's
I go
relationships.
time, family, relationships, and family. That's two different things.
No, it ain't.
Nah.
You have a good relationship with your family.
I can have a good relationship with my coworker, but that ain't my family.
No, that's your coworker. That's not your family.
That's a relationship, though. If I have a good
But we
relationship with
talking
my
about a
coworker,
relationship with your family.
no, that's not what we doing.
That's what I said. I said good relationship with your family. I didn't say coworker.
Family. Family
is more important, bro.
Okay.
And if I'm gonna keep it a bean, just
family,
me being a grown
time,
man,
I'm still going.
Health, money. I don't know what my other fifth one would be.
man.
No, I wouldn't be these hoes. Probably
That's crazy.
And peace. I don't know if peace is going with health, but
No, it doesn't.
no. So yeah, time, family. I'm not even gonna put health before money. I'm gonna go money and then health because you could be unhealthy and have money, and you can have money and be unhealthy. So it's kind of weird. And peace. Time, family, peace, money, health can be interchanged. Because he only gave 3 things, so I mean, I don't.
Money is at
He
the
said
top,
top
of
5
my list, bro.
Money's at the top of your list.
Top of my list.
Number 1.
Number 1.
Jeez.
Money comes before your family.
No. No. But
Wait, no.
it doesn't.
Nigga walked him right into that shit.
So money's number 1 on your list? Yes.
It is.
So
It
your
is.
family is that more important than money?
It is.
No.
Hey, y'all laughing, but y'all not trying to hear me.
We know. What? You got 1.
No, listen.
Okay,
listen.
what's up? Come on.
Money is at the top of the list.
So money's
But
number 1.
It's not more important than my wife, my son, and all that. But I also understand. Listen to me. I also understand without this money, the dynamic of everything I have behind me doesn't work. I don't have this big ass house that I have. I don't have this truck that I got outside. My wife don't have that M series in the car. My wife ain't in a stable mind of not worrying about where our next meal coming from. My son ain't got them fly ass clothes on. My son ain't in this nice ass neighborhood with this private beach and all that. That takes money. That's how you look at it.
But you add intangible things to family.
It takes money. I'm not about to have. I'm sorry. I'm from the hood. I'm not about to raise my son in the trenches. Fuck that.
Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying. And I need money to stay away from that.
So what you're saying is,
money is high priority.
If you had $0, you wouldn't have a family. That's what you're saying.
I wouldn't. No, I would not. I would not. And that's just my moral code, though. If I knew I was gonna be stuck in the hood, I would not have no family. I wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Because my biggest fear, my biggest fear in my life is being on child support. That kills niggas. You know, especially when you from them trenches, you ain't making no bread and all that type of shit, bitch. I mean, I say, but the woman put you on child support, bro, that destroys your whole life. You know what I mean? Niggas don't come from under that. When you from the trenches, you'll never come from under that.
So what you're saying is, if a job offered you $1 million a year, but you had to put in 120 hours a week,
I'm taking it.
But you wouldn't be able to see your son.
Hey, son, you'll never grow up like I grew up.
So you agree with Andrew Tate?
Huh?
So you agree with Andrew Tate?
I don't. But if that's what
Andrew Tate said,
if that's what's on the table, coming from where I come from, fuck it, get here. Fuck it.
So, okay.
If that's the choice I gotta pick from,
hold on.
Fuck it.
So what I'm trying to understand is, you have a stable life now.
I have a stable life, so I don't work like that though.
So if a job offered you right now $1 million to leave the job you have now, but you would have to work 120 hours a week, and you wouldn't be able to see your son.
No, not now. But if I'm coming from nothing, if I didn't have nothing, and I know I'm working towards getting out of all this shit out of the hood when I was coming up, hell yeah, I'd have took it. I'd have took it, no questions asked. Get here. But in the position I'm in now, bro, I ain't got to do all that. My back ain't to the wall and all that type of shit does. You know what I'm saying? I'm working 8 hours, goddamn, pick my son up, drop my son off, all this. My son see me every day, all that shit. So I wouldn't even take that trade off because of how my life is structured right now. But if you talking to a man that's coming from nothing, I'm talking he's on his grind, he ain't got where you want to be at yet, and a person offer him that or her that, they are going to take that. They are going to take that because they know what's behind them. I know where I'm coming from. I ain't coming from money. I'm going to be the first of my kind in my family. So if I got to do this to fall on the sword for everybody else to come behind me, fuck it. In my eyes, that's noble. You know what I'm saying? Now, a lot of your family gonna look at it like that Andrew Tate shit. Yeah, it ain't right. You right. It ain't right. But somebody got to be the first, dog. It's different when you already got some bread. Then yeah, I'm gonna be looking at you crazy. But if you the first, man, do what you got to do to get out the trenches, man, to change your bloodline. So that's why I say money is the first, especially if you the first one. If you the first, money should be the first because you can't do nothing in this world without no money. You can't do nothing.
But would you stay on the job for a long time, making a lot of good money, but you wasn't happy?
Depending on what my time is. That part would depend on my time. Because if I'm working 84 hours a week and I'm unhappy like that, but I know my kid's good, I'm gonna quit that job eventually. You know what I'm saying? Because when my kids get older, I can tell them, hey, bro, I did this for us, but we good now. We got money in the bank. You know what I'm saying? Y'all grew up well. Goddamn me. They may be 14, 15. I can give me a regular job now and we can make it through. We can slide through. You get what I'm saying? But I would want to teach them, hey, bro, it ain't about this. I had to do it this way, but you ain't got to. I provided a great life for you.
What they want a better life than what you provided for them.
It's better ways to go get it. That's why you move your kids in a great neighborhood to where y'all around different people. Y'all around motherfuckers that's lawyers and doctors and business owners and all that type of shit there. You not gonna do that if you living in the hood. If you ain't got enough money, that's just how it works. You're not about to live in no neighborhood that's 500,000 and you only making 40,000 a year. It just ain't happening.
Well, I mean, if you're used to being showered with gifts and being spoiled because your parents aren't there all the time, so the only way they can try to show they love you is spoiling you with gifts, then you grow up spoiled. And then you just pass on that same ideal that money is more important than family.
Nah,
because you
saying it in a sense of it's just you. Your woman should be there. If you work, if somebody's working relentlessly like
but
that,
this is not a one person family. This is a 2-parent household.
Yeah.
We've all seen where the dad ain't there and the son grow up to be pissed off because his dad was never at no football games. His dad was never so thing. We talked about this.
that is true. But
Not
that's
having no time with your kids, and then come time, oh yeah, dad out on a business trip again.
I hear you. I definitely hear you.
I'll let everybody else get their word in.
I hear you. But you know what I would say to that? That's because they didn't have a woman telling them their message and what was going on for real. We be hiding shit from these kids. Motherfucker, your kids understand, especially in this time, your kids understand a little earlier than what we was understanding. You get what I'm saying? Motherfucker, this shit ain't free. You know what I'm saying? I see all that and people be like, I just be looking at shit like, bro, what if you died? What the fuck? Like, what if you got hurt or something? Like, your woman can't teach what you wanted? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I want my woman to be able to teach my message. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers get robbed every day and person just kill them just cuz. And you just fall off the map and your girl can't teach your message that you wanted to instill in your child. You got the wrong woman. You got the wrong woman. My woman should be an extension of my voice. You know what I'm saying? Your daddy out there working because of this, and this, and this. And the time I get with my son or my kids, hey, bro, this is what I'm doing it for. I'm not doing it for you to be spoiled. You know? Yeah, you enjoy the benefits of what I'm reaping, what I'm sowing. You enjoying that, but at a certain point, motherfucker, hey, you got to understand it's time to go hard. It's time to go work to have this because you're going to have a family. I expect you to have a family and provide for your family, and this is how it's done. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I would say.
If I had to give my 5, I was over here writing my notes while y'all fucking was talking. And I know I don't even write notes, but again, I'm getting old, my memory getting bad. So to answer the question, I would say money is not in the top 5. It's not. And I'm gonna give 5 things that I feel like
this nigga loud
take
for no
priority.
reason. No reason. Calm your voice.
That take priority
Came back in aggressive.
over the monies.
Let me hear this.
First things first. No, Mike is a little loud. Family is 1.
Okay.
Time is 2.
Okay.
Health is 3. Peace is 4. And my freedom is 5.
Freedom is relative.
Because if you have money, you have plenty of freedom.
God damn me!
Wait. You can't say that. 'Cause that nigga, whatchamacallit, shit, who played Blade?
You talking about Wesley Snipes?
Wesley Snipes went to jail from goddamn tax fraud.
He ain't pay his taxes.
They ain't paying tax. That's his fault. That's his fault.
He had plenty of money.
That's his fault. Obviously he didn't. He blew it all.
He had plenty of money.
He blew their money, not his money.
He had plenty of money.
I tell y'all what, if that's the case, then why is Big Me still in jail?
Huh?
What you mean?
Why is he? What
Y'all said it, but you got money, you got freedom. That's what y'all just said, right?
Oh, come on, man. Nah, that's totally
That's what y'all said, right?
But you cannot
How is that totally
commit
different?
any
crime.
crimes.
Y'all saying crime, Z.
What's
He
the
was
crime?
committing
Money
crimes.
should remove crime. Money removes crimes every day. No?
Oh, man, come on,
Some
man.
crimes are non-negotiable.
Hey.
Y'all niggas dancing.
What that mean? Money don't make freedom.
Exactly.
I know. I was just because I knew that's what he was gonna say.
You got the RICO charge on you. I'll give a damn how much money you got.
Okay, man. Free Sue Surf, man. Let my dog up out of there, man. And Thug ain't gonna. We gonna keep this thing moving, man. Next clip is titled "Men Know Their Worth More Than Women." I feel like we've said that on this pod before. Can't remember.
Next.
We did.
But we're gonna go ahead on and play it. Get y'all take on what they had to say.
I think men know their worth more than we do. And like when men
They have
say,
non-negotiables.
yes, like when men say they not putting up, when they say they not putting up with some shit, like they mean that. Like,
The whole
you ever
think
tried to cross
pieces.
a man's boundaries?
No.
Oh, there's no such thing. You can put your tiptoe over it. It's over. Period.
Not tiptoe.
I think men know their worth more than we do. And like,
Oh, hold on. I know what I play it back.
This petty party.
Huh?
That's new.
That's new? Oh.
Yeah, man. Salute to Petty Party, man. Again, that's our family right there. We're gonna tap in with them as soon as we get to Dallas. But this is a clip, man, talking about women knowing they worth more than men. She said you put your tippy toe over the violation line and your ass is out of there.
Men knowing they worth more than women.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, you said it backwards though.
Well, pardon me. But you know what the fuck I meant. Put your tippy toe over the line, then you will be removed. What's y'all take on that, man? Do y'all agree? Do y'all not?
Man.
we tend to let certain things slide.
Yeah. But especially if the world don't find out about it.
But I don't know, man. I do think women let a lot more things slide than what men let slide. Mm-hmm. That's a fact. But men do let some things slide.
Mm-hmm. Such as
being able to cook, the amount of sex, attitude,
Top of the list.
How about
and peace. Definitely peace.
how about them being dirty
Second on the
sometimes?
list.
I mean, we definitely.
You
Hold on,
leave
wait,
a
wait,
sock
wait,
on the
wait.
floor. You leave a sock on the floor, they raising hell, but you can't do that to them. I was gonna get to it. But you say that.
Oh, but we talking about dating, right?
I'm just talking about just in general.
In general.
In general. Said
No.
men know their worth more than women.
Oh, I do believe we know our words more than women.
How so?
But when a woman's
Because-
better.
I mean, we control the fact if we're gonna get married or not. And in hindsight, if we control that narrative and women really want to be married, they have to go through a little bit more hoops to make that happen. We don't have to show too many husband qualities whenever we're dating a woman. All we gotta do is show that we have a little bit of finances, show that we can protect you, which really I ain't gonna take you nowhere where you're gonna be endangered anyway. And being able to provide something, get you some gifts or something, show that we have a shelter. That's it. Woman they gotta be able to cook, gotta be able to keep with sex drive, gotta be able to look clean, gotta be able to hold your finances right.
Smell good.
I mean, they gotta win us over because we have a lot more options technically if we decide to get married. Because a woman can't just, she can propose to a man, but it ain't gonna go over well. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm elaborating that correctly, but.
So are you saying that women do more work to get to the point of marriage than men do?
Later on down a relationship, I think they have to show more effort.
So when you said that evens out?
No, because, we could show a little bit of effort in the front and then throughout the next 6 weeks, they got to prove themselves over the other 5 women that we have.
No. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is the work put in to get to the point to where a woman would even want to marry us. Right? Women are born with value between their legs. Mm-hmm. Men have to build our value.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that alone causes us to have to do more work to get to a point to where we're worthy.
In the relationship or just in life?
But that's life.
But
life.
all of that leads up to the relationship.
Yeah, do.
How does it? Because if I don't put that work in, that woman would want no parts of me.
But shit, they got women out here that get
a lot
some
of women
money
with a
and
lot
be
of bums
with
right now.
bums. So we
Baby
can't
daddies
say
with
that.
bums
And we
right
know
now.
this. So we know this, bro.
Are we talking in the general sense or the purpose to get married?
I'm talking about in a relationship wise on the go to and being married. Like we always say all the time that men have 5 for women, which is a lot. And women have to fight for that number 1 spot. Women ain't never said that.
Yeah,
Because they put all their eggs in one fucking basket.
so that they just do it. They just implement.
So
it
if that's the case, then obviously the woman's gonna have to show more effort to try to secure that number 1 spot. When we only got to show effort, maybe a little bit. Really, it don't take that much to break that woman's.
Yep, you just got to be a nice
Standards.
guy.
Not no more.
And then
But that goes back to my point. You said the man has 4 to 5 options.
Mm-hmm.
Those are options that he would not have if he didn't do the work to get to that point. Now, whether, again, it doesn't necessarily maybe be an all finance thing, but just an influence thing, a leadership thing, a swagger thing. Like, these are things that have to be worked on. It's work put into this shit. It's work put into me. You know what I'm saying?
But that's not work in the relationship.
But without it, there would be no relationship. So you have to count it.
Say that, bro.
I can.
They got a bunch of niggas that don't trust me. I know some niggas right now. I just found out a nigga that's on Section 8, first man in history.
What?
The first man in history.
But he got a woman. He
Is
got
he
a
married
woman.
though?
I think they married. And y'all
You
know
gotta
him.
verify that.
When we get over here, I'm gonna say his name.
Wait.
Y'all know him.
The work you put in outside of a relationship is your work that you put in. It's your work that you put in for yourself. Regardless if you had that woman there or not, you still have to do that, correct?
Yes, but just like we said, but again, not to cut you off.
Go ahead.
Because
but you did. Go ahead.
Right, but still, I'm gonna be quick. But
anyway,
we've said on this pod that if women didn't value money, niggas would walk around here happily broke. So even that work you was put in, it wasn't just for yourself. It was to catch me the woman that I want. But continue.
That is true.
You know that's true.
But all women don't require money. They got some women out here that be like, "Hey man, I just want me a good man."
I don't think men will walk around here happily broke. Let's be honest. A lot of men stunt on other dudes.
They stunt on other dudes because they know other women are in the premises. Correct. So if I stunt on him, they got these other women that's looking at me.
Correct. Man, I mean, let's just be honest here, man.
So yes, I get what you're saying though, but it's a level. It's like I'm doing it. Yes, I'm stunting on the men, but I'm doing it because other women around.
Your survival has no dependent on that woman. Your survival in this world has nothing to depend on that woman. When we're talking about relationship, people putting effort into that relationship. I could go out here and be a millionaire and not have any woman. That had nothing to do with her relationship with any other man. It comes down to whenever we're in a relationship dating, who puts in the effort to keep this relationship going? Who puts in the effort to make this a one-on-one like us together? And I think a lot of women have to put more effort into that down the line.
I think they choose
to get that ring.
Yeah, I would have to agree to disagree. I think we just see this from a fundamentally different perspective, and that's okay. Like I said, I feel like all the work that a man does up until that point is to catch me the right woman, right? So that's what gives me the option of 4 to 5 different women, because I'm a swaggerous nigga that have money and I have influence and I look good and all of this stuff that I've worked my ass off all my life to get to. Now there are some men who didn't do that and they don't have as many options as I do. That's design. In terms of a general, from a general perspective, men have to build our value. Women are born with it. So we do more work on the front end to get the woman. So by the time we get her, we done put in way more work than she's had to put in to be in that spot. We in the same spot, sure, but we've put in more work to get that than she has. So I feel like her having to do all that work on the back end to prove herself is just gonna balance the scales. But that's how I see it. And again, it's all good. In terms of disagreeing.
I can't say generally though. I wouldn't say generally.
Elaborate.
Because you gotta realize.
I mean, if you're saying women have value right then, all they need is a pussy, then they don't have to get their hair done. They don't have to get their staying fit. They don't have to do none of that. They should just be able to wake up and walk around Earth and be married. If you're saying they are born with value and all it is that pussy, they shouldn't have to do anything else and could pick a man out and she should say, "Hey, you need to marry me."
He's not saying that's all their value.
That's what he said.
But they come out with value. We have to earn and build our value in a sense from the gate.
I mean,
he's not saying that that's their only value.
I think we're just thinking I'm just thinking about relationship wise. Like I'm not just thinking about surviving in the wild.
We know a lot of people out here, bro. A lot of men that ain't getting to it, bro. And they perfectly fine with that. They perfectly fine with living in my opinion, it ain't a modest life, but in their opinion, it is. They perfectly fine with staying where they stand in the hood, you know what I'm saying, next to the hood and all that type of shit there, you know what I'm saying, going to work 9 to 5, you know what I'm saying, and coming to the crib. Like, they got a lot of men out there like that. I'm talking way more than the men that's going to get it.
But see, again, I think all of that is proportional. And what I mean by that is, you're right. He may be satisfied with that in his little area on this earth, right? But those women that are in that area, they may see that as him being elevated above the other men in that small area. But I don't feel like that's general. Generally, a man has to have some type of financial security before a woman worth having will take him serious. You just said it yourself. You said verbatim, if I didn't have no money, I wouldn't have a family.
That is real. Which
caters to my point.
I'm also thinking like you just said with the small city shit. I would never live in a small city again.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So in a sense, I'm adjusted to the big way of things. You get what I'm saying? Like I understand. I'm in Houston. I'm not even on the scale of the most money. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in the scale of the biggest house and all these type of things. But I am here to compete. You get what I'm saying? But a lot of men that we know, especially we from them little towns, they wouldn't come here and make it. They would move back like most people do.
Right. So that's why I feel like that type of person is coming from like an anecdotal experience. Like that's a unique experience generally in these big cities where most people live, if we're gonna be honest. Houston got what, 4 million people live here? Cali got what? New York got what? Like Atlanta got what? These big ass cities that encapsulate most of the population. Mm-hmm. You cannot compete without money. Mm-hmm. That's a fact,
and that's why my money is on top.
Right. So again, that's your preference.
You
that's
walk yourself in there.
I'm not gonna let you spin my point on me, nigga. We're not doing that. What I'm saying is this. As a man, you have to build that. What I mean by women are born with value is that a woman can just be born pretty and stumble into financial security.
That is real.
A man typically cannot do that. Be born handsome and stumble into financial security. Because let's be honest here, even women with money desire a man that makes more money than her.
Can he be born athletic?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't mean he gonna make it to the league. Though.
I know. It's not many niggas in Port Arthur that's athletic, that's standing by that liquor store every day.
You making somebody.
You gotta build it. You gotta put the work in. It take discipline to get there.
You can be born pretty and then be ugly because you ate too much.
That boy trying.
You get what he's saying? Crazy.
You get what he's saying?
Boy, preaching for the Lord.
Yeah, you're right. You can be born pretty, but there's a lot of women that's born pretty. So you still battling out the other women that's born pretty, right?
That is true, but
it's not as many pretty.
You could still be. You could go for Jay-Z and Beyonce. Beyonce viewed as one of the most beautiful women in the world. Mm-hmm. She still got cheated on.
Well, I mean, you another conversation. We talking about married.
Just married.
She's married.
Yeah.
And again, Beyonce is a terrible example because she built her value like most men would. Let's just be honest here. She's been a child star since a kid. She
was born pretty anyway, though. She was still pretty anyway.
But there was a couple other chicks that was in Destiny's Child was born pretty. We ain't heard from
them. So that means their value wasn't as high as you thought it was. So they got to put in more effort.
No, that just means that they not popular singers. They may still be with a baller, but we just ain't heard from them. But that caters to my point. You don't have to build shit if you born attractive. Most women, again, because you have no woman should ever be broke. If we gonna be honest here, y'all have the most prized possession in the world, even more so than money.
They done went to war over it.
Civilizations have fallen over it. Every top drug dealer is in jail right now because of it. You have the most valuable asset on earth. And a lot of women still get finessed and taken advantage of. Men are not born with that. We not. We got to build our value. In terms of a man, financial security, again, the house I live in, the car I drive, I had to work my ass off to get it. I can't just go get with a woman and I was born handsome and she just bought all of that for me. That's not the case for most men. It don't work like that. We got to build our shit. And then once we build it, all those options are available to us. But God damn it, I deserve it. I work for these options.
And you couldn't do none of that without the money.
It's just honest.
So money.
I deserve options. Work my ass off.
So money.
So you saying men without money can't get a woman?
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you'll be less likely to get a woman.
Wow.
Less likely to get married.
Yes. You'll be less likely to. Yes. The woman you want. Because again, anybody can get somebody. Right. But if it's not who I want, what difference does that make? Women can be born dead broke. And get the man that they want. We've seen it happen. Drake made how many of these chicks famous? Lil Baby done made these chicks famous. G Herbo done made these chicks famous.
I mean, they didn't have sex with them. That doesn't mean they got the man that they wanted. I mean, we said marriage, right? They're not married, so they didn't get the man they wanted. They just got sex.
Okay, true. So, but in regular life,
the end goal is marriage, right?
Sure. In regular life,
how many of those women are married?
Let's step away from celebrities.
Okay, let's step away from celebrities.
Let's go back to just small town period.
If we go back to small town, there's gonna be a lot of broke niggas with that baby.
Or Houston.
Say Houston.
Right? There's plenty of women who were born attractive.
Yes.
Did not go to college, did not graduate from nowhere, married to a doctor. My wife worked. There's a lot of women of all races, not just ours, that literally went to college to find a man. Didn't even graduate. Went there, met a dude. He was on path to be a neurosurgeon or on path to be a doctor, whatever case may be. I got with him because, again, I was born attractive. I was able to get with him, and now they are happily married.
Well,
with
she
kids
was in college with him. She met him in college.
Right.
Oh, so she was actually going to pursue something.
Yeah, and didn't graduate.
She said fuck it because she got pregnant and had the neurosurgeon's baby.
But she was already engaged, already married to him.
Okay.
Based on looks.
Okay.
Not on something she built.
Now let's go. How many women are pretty but have baby for a bum ass nigga?
Again, that's what I'm saying. That's terrible pussy management.
That's what that is. That's what that is.
What? You
That's
said a man had to build up his thing, but a lot of pretty women have babies for men who ain't shit.
But they chose that.
But they ain't got no.
They chose that. That's just like
That's because they didn't know they worked at the time,
Look.
and then when they finally realize it, they be trying to come off that baby.
Look, bro. Let me
They
put
be
it in terms.
trying not to be mothers.
He might
Let
be
me-
broke, but is he handsome?
Let me put it in terms that we understand.
So he was born handsome.
Let me put it in terms that we
He's
understand.
handsome later. He got handsome later.
Let me put it in terms that we understand, bro.
He grew to be 6'3".
He gonna be our ball player.
You
He
know
gonna
what I'm saying?
save me.
You know what I'm saying?
So he got value from growing up. He had to build his value. He had to build his height.
It's plenty of dudes
Yes, it's plenty of men.
that
There's more broke men out here
that
than there
are
are
born,
rich men.
There's plenty of dudes that are born into situations to where they have a trust set up for them. Their daddy got money, family got money, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
They got a trust. They walked into it. No nothing. This is what they inherited. Didn't have to put no work in on nothing. And fumbled the fucking bag. That woman will be an equivalent of that. You was born with advantage. You fumbled the bag by your own fault. But you were born with the advantage. You didn't have to build shit. And there's way more women like that than men like that are born with an advantage. That's just honest.
I need to see the percentages. I need to see where you
I
got
bet
that
you do.
cited.
I bet you do.
I need to see your work cited.
Where these facts coming from? Where these facts coming from?
I need references and everything. Yeah.
Real, man.
I need names,
Did you
numbers.
just
Names,
Google
numbers,
that?
birthdays,
Did you just
social
Google that?
He got that out of thin air. See, this is what we're talking about right here on these
Look,
YouTube talking points.
We don't have
And I don't need
time.
that copy and pasted. You hear me? I need to rewrote 5-page essay on each topic.
It's gonna say edited by Anthony Cochran.
I need my Anthony Cockrell.
Last edited.
And I need 15 pages by the end of the week.
Krew Season Podcast, episode 39, gonna be a reference.
I get what you're saying. I do.
That's all I'm saying, bro. But we gonna keep this thing moving. Oh shit. Men only love the child if they love the mother.
No, that's what I was saying.
Who said that?
What's the name of that comedian?
This is not all men, but I would say it's about 80% of men. If we don't love your mother, we don't really love you, motherfucker.
Oh, come on.
What's the name going? Oh,
That sounds crazy to me.
Well, no.
Nigga Corey's insane.
I don't agree with that.
Well, in that sense, but have some kind of love.
No. Listen to me, Darlene. You and all the rest of the people who not used to this shit. If we don't love your mother,
That's bullshit.
our love for you is hard we love you out of obligation.
Oh, that's how you feel like
To me, that goes for like stepkids, but not my real.
Look at D, now D rubbing it on me.
Well,
But it is a case like that. Let me tell you,
There's a lot of
if we
cases
don't
like
love your mother, we don't love you like that.
Oh,
What we do,
that's terrible.
we try to be moral and humane to you little stray fucks
wow.
that she kept.
Wow.
She kept.
I rock with Corey, but I'm gonna disagree on that one, dog. Wow. I'm gonna disagree on that one. And he said 80% too.
I don't fuck with that.
He said straight fucks.
That she kept.
That's wow, boy.
You had a part of having some kids, and you call them straight fucks.
Boy, y'all media train like a motherfucker. Them niggas dissociated themselves immediately.
No, I didn't dissociate myself. I just don't agree with that.
When I seen it, I was like, nah, I don't fuck with that.
Talking about.
And I rock with him. But that
I don't
one,
know what you're talking about.
that one. How do we know?
Because if I had some
How do
kids
we
out
know?
here, bro.
How do we know?
Hey, if I had some kids out here, I gotta stand up, bro. I got to.
I do, yeah.
I gotta stand up, whether I mess with the girl or not, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hell no, I just don't agree with that.
I tell you what, man. I think he got a point.
I mean, I definitely see where
That's
you're coming
it,
from.
But let me explain.
And I can't shake none of them niggas' hand, man.
These are the views
of Trill and Otis
Junior.
I'm gonna And watch how I spin it back. Women can tell you that typically, if the relationship ends, the dad becomes way less active. Right? And she may not have found a new man yet. And he may be making his financial contributions in terms of child support. He paying that $169 every 2 or every month. But the thing is this, right? Is that ever since the relationship ended, a lot of men don't make as fervent of an effort to be around the kid. You know what I'm saying? To where it'd be like, okay, you know, I mean, I watch him. Yeah, I come get him when I'm supposed to get him or whatever. But it's reluctance. It's not okay, let me initiate, let me make sure, mama want to keep him extra. Hell no, it's my time. A lot of men are not as adamant about seeing their kid once the relationship ends. Now, that's not saying that he's just going to be a complete deadbeat, nowhere to be found. But that's saying that a lot of times men will let their emotions that he feel for the woman get in the way of how frequently he prioritized his kid before the relationship ended. And that's what I think he's speaking to. And I agree with that.
He said, don't love.
He said, don't love the child.
He said, love you out of obligation. Right. That's what he said.
Anyways, that's some deadbeat behavior. If I ever find that out about anybody, I'm shaking their hand, bro. You know what I'm doing.
What about your homeboy that was at? You know.
Ain't no better than that.
Went to his crib.
He introduced us to him. Vouch for him out.
That will get your ass banned from the dumb boy establishment. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hell nah, you need to stand up. You had that child. You weren't saying all that when you was fucking that woman. You know what I'm saying? You were saying throw it back. That's what you were saying. That's all I'm saying.
Trying to get the child back.
You know what I'm saying? That's real shit. You hear me? That's real shit. So hell nah. You know what I'm saying? Like that's some suck ass shit, bro. If I had a kid out here out of some wedlock type of shit, and I'm with my bro, like whenever I'm doing shit, I gotta do this. I gotta have my kid and all that. And I understand the men that's out there. You got a crazy baby mama. She don't want to let you have no kid, bro. Bring the police around there. Give fuck how hood you is and all that type of shit there. You don't want to get these people involved. Your kid don't see it that way. Your kid don't see, you know what I'm saying? Oh, she tripping. Oh, man, I'm gonna just see my kid when I'm gonna see my dad when I get a little older. Your kid don't see it. Your kid gonna look at it like, why the fuck your ass one here? You know what I'm saying? So I see these motherfuckers be having these kids, bro, and just like this, oh shit, I'm gonna just wait till the kid get older. That's goofy ass shit. You know what I'm saying? You may lose your kid. Hell, if I was your kid, I'd be like, fuck you. I wouldn't talk to you ever. You know what I'm saying? And dog, I just don't agree with that goofy ass shit, bro. And I fuck with Corey. I fuck with it. I fuck with it. Everything with Corey. But that shit there, I'm not going. That ain't now.
I ain't going with that.
I ain't going. Fuck that.
But see, I think the mistake y'all making in this thing is y'all letting emotion get in the way of what he's saying. And this is what I mean by it. I'm not saying that I agree with with that type of behavior. That's not what I'm saying.
Right.
What I'm saying is that happens a lot.
For sure.
And,
it does, and they not men.
And right. And the point Smooth just made is they number one excuse. Man, baby mama tripping, won't let me see the kid. You know what, man, it's all good. A lot of men just accept that. Right? But if you was, again, when you was with her, there was a fervent effort made to have that bond with my kid. But now that y'all not together, it's like, I want to see my kid, but I ain't willing to go fight in court every week to do it.
That's the only way I would differ with your point. Like saying that a relationship killed the love for the kid. I would disagree there. I would say if they just had a baby just because they were fucking and he was like, hey, I don't want the kid. She's like, hey, I'm going to have a kid. Then I would say, yeah, you have a point there.
Yes, that's what I was going to say.
That he just doing what he's supposed to do just because she had the kid and he couldn't stop her. But if they're in a relationship and he was there, like loving the kid like that, and just because it ended, he was like, oh, you know what?
And most
I
of the time,
was just doing this just because I was in a relationship with your mom. Nah. I would think if they weren't, if he's not seeing his kid, they might have some. We don't know the stats on this shit.
Yeah, but most of the time it be the relationship shit. It don't be the I just was fucking her for a week and she got pregnant. It don't be that.
If you saying we was together for 3 years and the kid is 3 years old and then the relationship end and he's like, oh, you know what? I really didn't love you. I was just doing this just because me and your mom keep the relationship whole. Nah, I'm not with that.
But see, that's not what I'm saying. And again, I don't
well,
think
that's what you just said.
I don't think that's what he's saying.
You said the relationships end, and then he don't love the kid no more.
That's not what I'm saying. What
but
I'm saying is that no. What Corey said was, I love you out of obligation now, compared to the fervor that I had when I was with your mama. That's not saying that I don't love you anymore. That's not saying that I'm going to be a deadbeat. That's not saying any of that. What that's saying is I'm not going to make as much of an effort to be involved in your life as I used to, and I'm going to use me and this woman not being together as an excuse for that. It's plenty of examples we can point to. Serena and them daddy is a perfect one.
So I don't.
This man raised them kids for like 10 years, if I'm not mistaken.
And
then left the marriage and went to go start a whole new family. And them kids trying to write to him, they trying to call him, and he not ducking everything. He'll answer sometimes or whatever, but he's not making an effort. You know what? Hey man, I'm gonna bring all 5 of y'all to come spend the night at my new people's house. You know, we gonna set a schedule every 2-3 days because I gotta see my kid.
He was ducking because in that movie, the kid found where he was. He say, "Oh, you found me, nigga. You was ducking."
Right, but again, what I'm saying is that. And again, that's extreme case. I'll admit that. But what I'm saying is that a lot of times when a relationship ends, the dad is not as aggressive as he should be in making sure that I'm getting time with my kid. A lot of dads will just lean on the difficulty that's in front of me to do so, and I feel like that caters to his point. Because let's say that him and the woman were still together and they had a nuclear unit, and let's say that her mom or somebody, tried to file for the kid, file for rights or whatever, because she felt like they wasn't raising them right or whatever the case may be. A dad in that case, he'll cut her mama throat before I let you take my kids from me, or before I let you come between and dictate when and where I see my kids. Hell no, because again, she's an outsider. But once that relationship ends, a lot of times he don't approach the baby mama with that same energy. He don't.
And that ain't a man.
And a lot of times he'll be reluctant to even pay the child support for the kid.
And that ain't a man to me, dog.
$163 a month. And he behind on child support. That caters to what he's saying.
I don't know. I need to see stats.
I bet you do.
I do, because we could have a whole bunch of different points to or set different examples to make our point correct. But we can't just say this is what happened most of the time, because we don't know. I don't know. I'm not really too fluent on that situation happening. I know there is dads that's not there that just pay the child support just to pay child support, but I know there's dads there that ended the relationship and they still love their kids, but they just paying the bare minimum because this is what the court is making them do, and it's a struggle trying to get to see the kids more times than often, and they're trying to be a good dad. So I think they still love the kid. I'm not with the we was in a relationship and then we ended and then now I don't love the kid. I was just loving the relationship because I loved your mother.
Because this woman gave me a place to stay. And now I done fell off like wet weed, so I can't.
But you could be right. Could be right. I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't deal with niggas that don't. I don't want to say the N-word. I don't deal with men that don't take care of their kids. I don't deal with women that don't take care of their kids.
That's a fact.
I'm with you I'm more on your side, Kenny. I definitely see where Corey coming from. But I think, to me, when I see that, if I have saw that, it was from an example like you used, where it was like a one night stand, or it was somebody that wasn't really in a relationship with. All the guys that I know that was in a relationship with a woman, they fighting some kind of way. They not just letting it fall back. Okay, well, I'm gonna just let you. I'm gonna get them when I get them. Get my child support. Like the guys I know going for it. But I definitely feel that though.
A woman to get tired of me, boy. I've been and brought the police around there so much. She been and gave me that car. Hey, look, as long as you don't bring the police around here, you can have your kid, man.
There's dudes that just ain't shit. So it's hard to say which point is right or wrong.
I wouldn't say 80%.
I don't know if is he a byproduct of having a kid with
with a chick that he ain't with no more. Yep.
And that's terrible. Like, what does that say to the kid? Like, this is the type of example like you give to your kid. Like, that's just that's crazy to me. And you have a big platform and a stage, and now you just that's fucked
like
up.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's the type of dudes y'all fuck with. You fuck with Corey Holcomb. That's what you just said.
I rock with Corey heavy.
Hey, and you right.
I rock with him heavy.
You right.
I rock with him heavy.
I denounce that right now. Denouncing that. I can't rock with
Nigga
that.
walked on Corey, man. That's crazy.
I'm still here, big dog.
Hey,
I'm still
denouncing that. Yeah.
Not big dog. Big dog. Big dog.
Oh, man. Denouncing that, man. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? I catch you on the stand up, but that's about it.
That Mac will be in the corner watching this shows.
Nah, I catch him on the stand up.
Kill bad. But again, and this is nothing. I don't want this to get confused in terms of our platform stance on taking care of kids. Y'all know what that is. There ain't no shortcuts, ain't no cutting corners, ain't no accepting what reality is. Take care of your kids. I don't give a damn what you got to do. If you got to take it to court every week, if you got to put up the bread to do it, you do what you got to do. Like Smooth said, if I got to bring the police rider every time to get my kid, I need my kid when it's time. I don't
when
care
I'm
about
pulling
none
up,
of that.
all she gonna see is red and blue lights. He out there again.
Make sure she got that waters out.
That kid gonna be traumatized.
Why you always riding home in the cop car?
Holy shit.
Hey, home family be coming to her.
outside.
Let that boy ass out.
After I'm outside, call.
Man, kid gonna be traumatized, dog.
You right, I wouldn't even have to make the call. She see the lights, she know I'm there.
That is insane.
That's wild. That's really wild.
Stop playing with me.
All right, it was a situation. Now you gotta get a police dot. You gotta get a police dot. All right, it was another clip, man, where a man was highly disappointed. He tried to treat a woman like a lady when she was really a hoe.
Damn.
And he had to pay the cost. So we're gonna play
To be the ball.
We're gonna play the clip, man, get y'all take on this, how this thing played out.
Damn.
She was offended that he didn't want to have sex with her.
He wanted to be a gentleman.
Because he
was
wanted
trying
to
to be a
see
gentleman.
where it really like he seen her as
His views
you could
on
possibly be.
his views on sex is totally different, than her views on sex.
Completely opposite.
His views was, if I just fucked you on the first night, I'm not gonna have a serious relationship with you.
Exactly, and that's how he. You know what I'm
Me
saying?
taking my time is me. Basically, what he's trying to say, me taking my time is me saying I don't just see you as sex.
Exactly.
I see you as something more valuable than just that to my life. And she was like, "Fuck all
To
that."
her face, to his
You don't
face.
control
was like,
this pussy.
She say, "Shit."
I need my shit beat in. This thing is purring.
You know what I'm saying?
And y'all wonder why Kenny don't ask questions. He just come through there and slide on y'all. Did you see what happened?
My man don't even ask them how their day was.
No,
Yeah,
I complain about your day. You want to hear about your life.
Kenny
Your
asked you took a
annoying ass
shower?
brother, your annoying ass friend. You want to talk about my boy? Don't ask for none of that. He come through, slide, and dip. This is why.
It
Only thing he asked was, "You took a shower, right?"
Because look how they treat gentlemen.
Exactly.
Look how they treat gentlemen.
That's why they called me toxic. Couldn't give me giving out my gameplay.
Niggas just telling too much.
I'm headed over. Take a shower.
I gotta rewrite my book.
If your ass funky, I'm leaving.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey man,
Nah, don't do that.
but this real though, and this again, we speak about it all the time about how women give signals that just don't make no fucking sense sometimes. This man said nothing wrong. This man said, I haven't tried to initiate the sex because I respect you more than that. I see us going somewhere serious, so I want to make sure that once I do it, that we can maintain that path, right? If I didn't give a damn about you, I would have just took the ass. It's easy for me to get ass.
That cold sex.
It's easy.
That's what he said. It's easy for
And
me.
she ain't
That's
hear none of
easy.
that. All she heard was, "Damn, he didn't want to have sex with me because of him."
Exactly.
That's all she heard.
She heard that he could control her body, and she just lost it. Cause she's a boss bitch, and all the women in the background clapping.
Like,
Oh my God, man.
so that tells
That's
me
the problem.
everybody in the crowd, all y'all hoes.
That's the problem.
That's what that tell me. Because this man just told you, "Hey, baby, basically in a big ass paragraph, baby, I see you more than just some sex."
Just tells me they don't understand, man.
You know what I'm saying,
Yep,
baby? I see you way more than just me. You know, I can go fuck anybody.
They got the game right there in front of their face. And
You know what I'm saying?
They don't
He
listen.
gave it to him. And they swim moved it.
You give them an
He
open
gave
book
it to
test.
him.
I've said it before. You give them an open book test, line by line, and they still gonna say you're lying. Oh, that's not the truth.
Said he treats you so right, a good man.
Her words.
And
Her
you try to
words.
down this man in front of all these other women.
And then her first thing out of her mouth was, if you wanted to fuck, we could fuck.
What? He basically said, yeah, I know we could have fucked. He said that. I chose not to go that route because I seen you more than that. And you gonna sit there and
I know dude was
you know,
thinking like, I should have just fucked this whole got up out of here.
Nah, he probably like, you know what? Thank you.
I'm glad I did.
I'm glad I didn't go that far. You
That
know what's
would've
about to
been a
happen
headache.
after this, right?
That would have been a headache.
You about to get this bad treatment.
I'm about to dog the shit out your ass.
You
You
go, all these
All
men
that-
ain't shit.
all men.
They treat you the right way. No. You just told me what to do.
So
I'm a very sexual being.
so hypothetically speaking,
I mean, she a hoe.
this man leave this scenario because again, that's what I mean by when women sending mixed signals. This man leave this scenario, run into the next chick, and I'm diving head first into that ass based on my last experience.
Head first.
And
You know,
then-
be
and then once-
like eat ass. He done ate 16 minutes over here. I don't know what he did. Over there.
I'm about to get security. I got eyes of security.
Nah, don't bring your
Talk
wife in
crazy.
here. She gonna come in here.
Security.
She be like, he was head first.
Tell our last time or before the bar.
He gonna say, matter of fact, hurry it up.
Hey, now wipe your lips.
Nigga walked head first into that bullshit too. I didn't even realize I was talking. But what I'm saying is this. Now you done fucked this man head up. Fucked his head up. Cause now he been thinking, but damn, I thought I was doing a noble thing. Trying to hold off on the ass. But that's over with. I'm sniping everything moving now, and we can handle the rest on the back end. And then those women gonna call him a toxic fuckboy.
Yep. Dawg, that's crazy. He told her to her face, baby, I see you more than some fucking sex.
And I could have looked at it and told she wasn't that. But that was, but
Damn,
continue.
she look like that?
Continue.
And
Damn.
the first thing she thought about was, if you wanted to fuck, we could fuck. Baby, I'm telling you, I know. But I see you as you could possibly be on my arm. I could take you places. And all you worried about is some damn sex with me? Hell, I can fuck your friends in the crowd for all that. Trust me.
fact.
You done told them about me.
Two of them shot at me for the conversation.
Hey,
for
come
another day.
on, man.
Worried about control, thinking the man got control of your body. He wasn't saying none of that.
That man seen you as a wife and you blew it.
None of that.
That's crazy. That's crazy. And then she say she a sexual being. How many people you had sex with?
Shit.
Because that'd be my question.
Right on the wall.
That ain't gonna be my question.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
gonna be like, I'm about to add to that body count in a disrespectful way.
That's a fact. Because you playing with me like I ain't me. So now I gotta show you who I used to be.
I'm about to add
Before
to
this
that body
reform.
count in a disrespectful way, and we will not speak again.
It's just honest, man.
Clean
So
yourself
again,
off.
prayers to all parties involved. But this is what I mean. Women be wondering why men are out here moving like that. Look at your homegirls. They the reason. Right. They the reason. It's like Smooth saying, we the criminals.
We the criminals.
Look at this
They
shit.
don't want no
Look,
gentleman, dog.
look at what y'all homegirls and y'all peers and y'all sisters and y'all cousins are programming men to
These
do.
are older women. These are older women. These ain't no young girls. These are older women that's on that. That's an older woman talking. That's crazy. Yeah, we could have
Got more
could have
ass
just fucked.
being an asshole than doing everything that's supposed to be right.
And then when I be saying society programs us to be snipers, women included, they have a confused look on their faces. Well, this is a perfect example of what I mean.
Perfect.
Being a gentleman didn't work. She embarrassed this man in front of this whole situation for trying to be a gentleman. And if he just came through and did what we are programmed to do, it would have went differently.
Damn, that's crazy.
You treat what he do, how he treat. That's somebody you treat like. I mean, I seem like I get his dating concepts, but yeah, that's definitely how you treat somebody that you're trying to wife, not just no random out here.
I think that's how a lot of men move. Really, whenever they think they found someone that they really
think
like,
so,
not just
yeah.
physically, they tend to try to hold off on the sex.
You try to approach it a different way.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? They tend to wait till day 3.
But you know the sex gonna be there.
But we do hold out for at least week 2-3 weeks.
You know the sex gonna be there, so you try to find something else that
yes. See, is this really it? Not just the lust of getting that,
right?
But
especially we've been getting so much for so long.
Look at man.
I know nothing about that. I'm saved.
And on that note, man, we're going to get in the quick hits brought to us by B-Box, man. Jesus Christ. All right, man. First one. I feel like we've talked about this topic a million times, but we're going to play the clip again. Get y'all's take on it. The true definition.
Quick hits.
Of what submission is.
Oh, shit.
See, now I see what Ali was talking about last episode. Well, yeah. Hold on, we're gonna go and play it. I want to get y'all take.
Do you feel like you've ever been in a position where you had complete control over a situation, but you gave up your control willingly?
I mean, I do that within my relationship now.
That's submission.
Okay.
That's submission. Okay.
You gave up what?
Your control over a situation, whatever the situation was, you gave up your control over the situation willingly. You submitted. You did that for the betterment of your relationship.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah. Just giving up that control.
I mean, you just kind of made this clear for me too.
Straight up.
Like even
straight up.
Submission is giving up control.
Yeah. Willingly. Not begrudgingly.
Not surrender.
Now you didn't surrender. You're not waving a white flag. That's why when people say it's almost a slight. When people be like, all right, fine, and I wave the white flag, it's like, we'll agree to disagree.
Take the risk. Yeah. If somebody choking you out and you tap it, the motherfucker submitted your ass.
You succeeded. That's a
submit. That's a submit.
That nigga say, I ain't going to sleep.
You surrender.
You surrendered. You didn't submit.
You surrendered. You didn't submit.
You gave up.
You submitted. They put you in a submission. You was done.
Nigga was about
KO.
to break your fucking neck if you didn't give it up.
Nigga said, I'm passing out before I tap.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Y'all got to put me to sleep and do all this shit.
So he did nothing willingly. He just rather tap out. He didn't submit.
Hey, man. That's all I'm saying. So
take it,
submission, again, we ain't going to spend much time on this, man. But we done covered this thing and said it in 1,000,001 ways. He just gave it to us in 1,000,002. That makes the 1,000,000 a second time. Or way to put it. It's not a bad thing.
No.
Submission is trusting your judgment. It's speaking from a woman's perspective. You chose the man. Mm-hmm. You vetted the man. Mm-hmm. You committed to the man. Mm-hmm. So if you are not willing to submit to this man that you chose, what does that say about, one, your confidence, two, your selection skills? I mean, it's really that simple. Because I'm sure if you ask these women, would you rather your man lead the relationship? She would say yes. Regardless how successful she is, regardless how much money she makes, women want a man to lead them. But it has to be a man that she respects. Has to be a man that, again, has financial security, has all of the intangibles that she's looking for. Elite man, a superior man in her mind. And again, elite is relative to her. So for him to make it to the point to where you wanted to commit to him, but you refuse to submit to him, what does that say about you? It's that simple. So, prayers to all parties involved. Submit to your man, ladies. Man, we ain't tired of fighting for it. Because if you won't, Keisha down the street will. But we gonna keep this thing moving. Next one. Man speaks on. Oh wait. Never mind. That's another one. Women know what they're doing when they disrespect you. I'm gonna play this clip, man. I want to get y'all take on it.
You have to understand that when a woman disrespects you, she wants you to do something about it, right? She wants you to check her or she wants you to leave her. Women are well aware of their behavior. They know what they're doing. When she call you out your name, she know what she's doing. When she violates you or she do something to you or she violate one of your boundaries or she, gets out of pocket, she's well aware of what she's doing. You understand what I'm saying? And so she wants a response from you. Now, what a lot of guys do is they argue. The response that they give the woman is arguing or being a whatever they gonna do or, bitching or even getting physical sometimes. Nah, check them or you charge them. Charge her to the game, meaning That's the game's problem. Get out my life, or I'm putting you on the bench. You have to understand that when
a woman disrespects you, she's asking for a certain reaction. One of two things. She wants to be checked or she wants to be dismissed. Do you guys agree with that?
Yeah, because I'm gone. First sign of disrespect, I'm gone, bro. I'm gone. Especially calling me out my name, bitch ass, and all that. Nah, we ain't doing that. Because I ain't doing that. There ain't even nothing to discuss about. You know what I'm saying? Because as soon as you say that, that's how you view me for real. That's how you view me. I care less if you mad. That's how you view me for real. You know what I'm saying? So I need to get up out of there. I need to show you what this bitch ass nigga about to do. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
I need to show you how vicious I can be out here. You know what I'm saying? Because I know they got a couple of your family members that's been loving me on the low. And you gonna know it on the high now. Yeah, I'm saying I gotta be ferocious. I gotta be ferocious with this dude. Crazy as hell, dog. I gotta make it to where you would never do that to another man again. You'll never do that. We're done, but you'll never do that again. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about it.
Because I'm doing my due duty for the community.
Hey, but I seen it though, man. That shit
gonna be blown up.
That shit just feel ugly, bro. Like I'm talking like literally seeing that shit in my face, bro. Like that shit just to me, it just gave me that crazy ass feeling. Like wow, like why this nigga still right here? Why he even arguing? Why I'd have been gone? She'd have came back to the crib, but all my shit have been gone. She'd have never seen me again. Shit. But men put up with that. He right. Men to start arguing and all that. A woman called me out my name, bro. I'm instantly out. Instantly. It ain't even nothing to discuss after that. And I see it a lot, bro. I seen it a lot. So he right. And the woman may want him to walk, just like he said. The woman may want him to walk, get out the way, all that shit. Like she may be cheating and she want this dude, but the other dude like, hey, you got a man, you know women try to break up with niggas. So, hey man, he right. I can't hate.
These women know what they doing
Kenny.
when they disrespect you, Kenny.
Wait, what?
That's what he said.
I have been disrespected before. I ain't gonna hold y'all. But I mean, you got to check that right there at the door. I'm not gonna say I'm just gonna leave, but I will check it. And then if it continues to happen, then yeah, I'm gone.
Did she continue putting her hand on your head?
Man, she just came down on me hard.
Your ass is gonna pay for this. I don't give a fuck what you talking about.
I ain't know what else to do.
Now get out of here.
So I ain't never seen an overhand come so quick.
I ain't have no more ice packs.
And go get that damn wallet and give it. I need all the pins to every card in here.
Instead of my PlayStation smoking, my wallet was smoking.
Damn.
Nah, yeah, you gotta. I check it first, and then if it continues to happen, you gotta leave. But yeah, most of the time when they do something like that, it's either because they want your attention or they want you to check it, or they trying to make you feel how you made them feel in a certain situation. And they didn't check it the right way, so now they got to try to make you feel the same way. That's what I think.
Oh, when that woman disrespected you, man.
Yeah, you gotta check that shit, man. Check that shit and put out if you need to.
It ain't no if you need to put out.
I get it.
Otis like that kind of stuff, though.
No. Time out. No.
Hit me again.
I did.
Holy shit.
It was a point where it was to an extent.
Why you ain't got the whip?
When it get too violent, you can't. Now, first off, I don't like the violence.
Why I ain't bleeding yet?
But it used
Why
to
ain't bleeding is crazy.
It used to be a little, you know, a woman that got a little mouth on her. And
He said, you know.
a lot of times I would like to put that in check. She would like that. But a lot of women that like that like being checked. That's the insane part about them. Like they run their mouth like that because they know a lot of men ain't gonna do nothing about it, but the men they are, that's the ones they just melt over. But anyway, that's different. They just toxic. But yes, you gotta check that shit immediately. Or like Smooth said, you just gotta get them out initially, like just off the cuff. But me, I'm petty with it. I'm going over the top if I gotta do it.
Like she'll come home and look like she been living by herself for 10 years.
Over the top. Everything will be packed. I might call the moving people for you. Like, You ain't got to worry about nothing else.
Nothing.
B, you trying to tell us something with this topic?
Yes, man.
That cover been on that couch for a while, and
this is a safe.
Damn.
She punched you in the eye, man.
This is a safe space, man.
B, I knew you was taking naps on the weekends, but you sleep on the couch during the week.
Your head's still ringing. Huh?
Just
you got makeup on. Hey, wipe his face. Let's see if you got that makeup on.
You see how we do? We the man is down, we make jokes.
Right. She been beating your ass like that. Yeah.
And you just let her
fight back. See, that's why black men don't. You know what I mean? That's why we don't advance.
She been turning into Spence in here.
God damn. Prayers to all my men out there suffering abuse. We ain't making light of that. But what I'm saying is this. I feel like, man, women know who to play with, bro. That's why you gotta set certain things straight from the gate, bro. She should know what she walking into. It's certain men that's just not to be played with. The same way as certain women who just not to be played with on a separate level. When men are approaching women, we have a game plan in mind according to who we think you are. Certain women that we see, and it's like, this shit ain't gonna take no effort. I could half-ass this. I could roll off the couch and go to the gym and put up 50 with you because I know what your history is. You ain't used to dating a nigga like me. You used to dating terrible men. So I could give half-ass effort over here and still do my thing.
I met you at 9 a.m. I was beating at 10:30.
Right. You know what I mean?
You think I'm cooking?
That's just what it is, right? But then there's certain women who it's like, okay, I gotta bring my lunch pail. That's a sports reference if y'all never played ball, right? But that means that this is gonna take a little bit of work. I need to do some research. I need to get a bit romantic. I need to get creative. I need to be consistent. Things of that nature, right? But you know that upon the approach.
Yeah.
But with women, I think women disrespect who they feel like they can get away with it from. They not gonna do that to a man who got a history of whooping ass that they know about. Or a history in the streets, shooting the niggas and all type. Like, they're not going to do that to that type of man, right? Because they know that there's pretty much repercussions that are going to come from that.
What you say about Blueface?
Blueface hood pass is questionable. but that's neither here nor there. His street resume is a bit questionable. But that's neither here nor there. What I'm saying is this, is that as a man, right? Because sometimes women get it wrong. Like, she may have just assumed that you was that type of guy. So, hey, let me test the waters. And a lot of times as men, we'll be like, oh, okay, well, I mean, it wasn't that bad. She a woman, whatever. I can let that slide, whatever. We could just keep it pushing. But when you let it slide, you create a new normal. She felt like, oh, well, shit, he let me get away with that. Put my hand, okay. So now every time I get mad, every time he say something I don't like, do what I don't like, I'm mushing him, I'm slapping him in the face, I'm pushing him, I'm throwing his furniture and shit that he paid for across the, room, or I'm putting his clothes and his expensive shoes outside. Like, it's just honest. So, again, as a man, you gotta let that be known, baby, I'm not him. And your ass will be dismissed. You will be removed. It's a privilege for you to be here.
It's a fact.
And this is the thing that I feel like a lot of men don't drag their nuts and say a lot. It is a privilege for you to be here. You do know that you was 1 of 6, don't you? And honest. Let's be honest here.
No.
You do know that you was 1 of 6, right?
No.
Oh, you don't? What? Now you know.
No, because men don't have options like that, B.
If you ain't got options like that, you need to get to your bag, like Kevin Samuels would say. You need to get your ass to the gym, get to your bag, and build some type of influence.
It's a reason why OnlyFans.
Do you at least have a big dick?
Do you at least have anything?
They don't get anything.
It's the reason why OnlyFans popping.
Overweight, and not even a big dick.
Overweight.
You know what it
He
means.
said overweight. You're fat as fuck.
Nigga try to say, what is it? You know what it means.
He named another man. I ain't
Ron Jeremy.
He didn't do that. That's what I forgot about.
He told me I ain't Ron Jeremy.
I thought he was gonna say my name. I ain't messed you
Oh my God.
Oh my God, he said it. I ain't saying all this. I'm decent.
I ain't know. Hey, I ain't know. So you ain't got a big dick. What you saying?
You ain't got a big dick. You broke as fuck.
You're 5'2", you're 300 pounds. You make $200. $200. What do you say? $200 a week.
Paycheck.
$1,000 a month.
$1,000 a month.
Yeah. What they get?
What they get? No, he get a dick. Big dick.
But again, that case to the point, man. Get up to where you need to be, man. So these women is not playing with you like that. And if they do play with you like that, you got options that you can walk to. Stop going to these relationships. You ain't got no options dealing with these women. Because there's another thing about women too that women don't get enough infamy for. I don't even want to say praise. Women can target a man that they know got low self-esteem. Mm-hmm. Or a man that they know don't get no hoes. Or a man that they know that she gonna be the baddest woman he ever had. Mm-hmm. And they'll target that man and bleed him dry for everything she can get from him. Dude might have money, but he just don't have confidence. Mm-hmm. So she'll be with him and just drain the money from him. Mm-hmm. Or he may have influence or something like that. So she'll be with him and take all his networking connects and shit like that. Because she know that like he's just happy to be there, to have her on his own.
Spend some time with him for a weekend and have some niggas come set him up.
Rob him and all type of shit. That's just real.
That's crazy.
So as men, like you gotta have confidence about yourself and you gotta have options that you can retort to. Because if not, these women will take smooth advantage of your ass. And they will disrespect you publicly, blatantly, indirectly, all type of shit. None of that should fly. If you moving how you supposed to be moving. And that's my take on that. All right, we're gonna get into the last one, man. This is okay. Woman gets pregnant on vacation and doesn't tell the father until 2 years later.
Oh,
what?
I'm gonna play this clip, man, and I want to get y'all take on the scenario.
Oh.
Excuse how I look, but y'all, me and my best friend, we had went on a girls trip to Miami. And you know, when you in Miami, you lit, you wild, you turned. Don't nobody know you. I'm not from down there. So, of course, I'm lit. And so, y'all, I'm in the club, drunk as fuck. Me and my best friend, I met him in the club. Y'all know one thing led to another. It was like a one-night stand type of stuff. We did not get each other's phone number. We both were sloppy drunk. And so, it was like 2 months. I found out I was pregnant afterwards, and I didn't have no way to get in touch with him. So how I'm gonna tell him he got a child? So I figured if I come to TikTok, y'all will find him for me, and y'all did. And so I tested him, and y'all, he replied. Let me show y'all what he said. Okay, y'all know I had tested him. I was like, hey, I know this may sound crazy, but you have a 2-year-old son. He sent that. I sent him a picture. He just liked the picture, y'all. He didn't reply nothing. He just liked the picture. So I guess
No. No.
Wait, that was it?
That was it.
Ooh, wow.
Wow.
So, you know.
Why they didn't have a part 2 on that TikTok, man?
I don't know, man. They might, man. I gotta go find it, but I don't think so.
Man. Oh, man.
Let me go look for it, man.
So
But
she
y'all
didn't have a
just
man, or
respond.
she did have a man?
No, she didn't have a
This
man.
was just a random. This was just a just a Miami trip, girls trip.
She was on vacation
she did
with
her
the girls,
thing.
man.
She
got
said,
pregnant.
I got there to pop it for something.
Got
Popped it
pregnant.
too hard. Yeah.
Came back.
2 months later, she found out she was pregnant.
Damn. And couldn't get a hold of
But let him
him
know
for
2 years later.
It's crazy that she went to TikTok and found.
I don't think she could remember I think she tested out a couple other baby daddies first, I think. And it was like, damn, what could have happened around that time period? It's like, oh shit, I went to Miami. I had a one-night stand.
And that's his child. And what he sent back, like he liked the picture and what else?
So the first one he sent with the big eyes, like the face with the eye emoji,
Yeah.
like that. And then she sent him a picture of the son, and then he just hard-eyed. He just
Oh, he was in shock. Hell yeah. Yeah, any man would be after 2 years.
I got a cute son.
I don't even know your name.
Didn't even know your
Didn't
name.
even have numbers.
Dog.
Didn't even
I
exchange
don't have
numbers
your
after the
name.
club.
I don't have your
Who
number.
fault is that?
You know what I'm saying?
That's the first.
That's what
problem.
let me know. I don't think she really realized she had sex after the club.
She talking about
was
drunk as fuck. She said drunk as fuck.
You know what I'm saying? So
She had to reenact.
One thing led to another.
and you can't fault him because I don't know. Nigga don't even know the girl. You know
I
what I'm
seen some
saying?
ass fall in my lap.
Yeah, like I ain't got your number. I ain't follow you on nothing. I don't know nothing about you. All I know is how your ass look.
I think he might have replied back. I hope he did.
He did with the eyes.
Yeah, he did with the
Well,
eyes.
I'm saying
and he
like
liked the
afterwards, like damn, I
Oh,
gotta
yeah,
recoup
yeah,
myself. What do I need to say?
Like, I'd have been in shock, boy. Then I had to call a woman in my family to see, hey, do this child look like me? Because you know the women be knowing, boy.
They look at everything.
I would have said, let me go ahead and get this test done real quick,
bro,
and then we'll go further from there.
Wait a minute, there is more.
Hey, there we go.
Found it.
See, that was the TikTok.
Found it. Salute to TikTok.
Oh, shit.
We're going to go on and play it.
Part 2.
Whoa. We got to cut that all the way off. But basically, she posted text messages saying that, you know, the man replied, can I meet him? He basically saying that he want to meet him today. So he wants to be in his kid's life.
Okay. Wait, you want to meet him today?
But yeah, he want to meet him. Oh, she posted him meeting him and everything. Oh, wow. Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
You see what I mean? Stand up cat.
Stand up dude.
You know what I'm saying? Stand up cat right there. So Corey Holcomb was wrong.
He ain't go get a test done first?
You know he did. Come on, man. You know he went to that Walgreens, hit that swap. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, this is a story that was talking about, but he also currently has a girlfriend?
Yeah, and then she
felt some type of way.
Yeah, the girlfriend felt some type of way that he wanted to meet the kid or whatever, and now she posted another video teasing his current girlfriend. When you mad that, she mad that you the baby mama and she ain't.
But you could tell she hood.
Of course,
yeah. She hood. You know what I'm saying?
Folks should have never hit that ever.
But I mean, the hood.
But yeah, he did a little. You all with your track. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, law of attraction. But yeah, I mean, this is unfortunate. Prayer star parties and man.
But shout out to dude though for wanting to be there,
for standing up, man.
Yeah.
You know,
girl thought she was gonna be the first baby mama. Not so fast.
He said the first baby mama
on a random trip too.
Wow.
She thought she was gonna be white first kid, everything. No, baby.
My man's was in
you
Miami.
second in line.
And ain't wrap it up on the first night.
Yeah, to that. To that?
Apparently.
The game is the game, baby. That's all I'm gonna say. We all gotta play.
Miami is how bad the girls get.
We all gotta play, baby. We all gotta play. That's all I'm gonna say.
You playing with disease.
Hey, lying.
The game is the game.
Collins moving all the way wrong.
I'm glad I'm the dean so I can overlook the game with binoculars. But
look here, man. I thought that was it, but I had one more. It's a video about marriage.
Okay.
And how wrongly it was advertised to us. Okay. I'm gonna go and play it. I want to get y'all's take on what they had to say.
Goes together.
I think this is why so many marriages, so many people in their marriages are disappointed. Because the advertisement was wrong, right? You believe Disney as opposed to the Bible. Woo. In Disney, and they lived happily ever after. In the Bible, they died happily ever after. So death do its part isn't when you take your last breath. It's every single time your ego has to die. Your pride has to die. You have to swallow that comment. You can't make that clap back. You have to listen instead of speak. Give you a case in point. Let's go Jefferson's Good Times Cosby Show. Okay? All of them were married. The next big sitcom to come out was Martin. They weren't married. They're dating.
That's right.
Having premarital sex, the whole nine. When does the show end? When they get married.
Oh, that's right. Wow.
And so what were we informing Gen X of? Because all the shows up into that, and you can go back to my parents' generation, Donna Reed and, you know, My Three Sons and Brady Bunch, you know what I'm saying? You work your way forward, and not that Martin was like the only one, because you had Living Single and a bunch of other shows that came out, but I'm just speaking about Martin. What we're informing a whole generation is there's literally nothing to talk about after marriage.
After marriage.
All your fun happens up until marriage, and then when you get married, it's just boring. I think this is why so many...
That was wrong, because Martin got married in the third season. So that was wrong. Wrong take. Can't say that.
I get what he was saying, though.
No, the references was off.
But he was saying the precedence was different. Before, the Cosbys, they was married, living together, kind of did the right way, established their family. Jeffersons, they was married. Martin and Gina, they were just boyfriend girlfriend.
They showed you what's really real. Boyfriend and girlfriend, then marriage.
I
The
feel
show didn't end when they got. The show didn't end like
Jamie Foxx.
At the end of Jamie Foxx, they got married. That was the last episode, and then the show ended. Now that would have been a good reference. But for Martin, they got married in the middle of the height of their shit. That's just real. You know what I'm saying? So they showed you the beginning part of, hey, we boyfriend and girlfriend, because you go through shit when you boyfriend and girlfriend. we fought through that. We married now, and we going through shit on the back end. That's what they showed you.
But do you agree that they stopped showing less married families together, like positive role figures?
Of course. When time went on, yeah, of course. Of course. What positive show do we have on TV for black people? Let's keep it a bean.
Housewives of Atlanta.
We just gonna keep it a bean. Like what? Just name one positive show.
On ABC.
Hold on, My Wife and Kids. They were married.
I'm talking about right now. That's at the top of the game.
Blackish.
Blackish not at the top of their game.
They at the top.
Love and hip hop.
Oh my God.
Blackish is not at the top of the ratings. When they came out, they was, but that was years ago.
Black Ink.
Come on, man.
Stop it.
That's all I'm saying, bro.
I'm just saying, that's positivity.
You know what I'm saying? Like all black shows that's like that, bro. Like that's really out right now. It ain't pushing no positive black
always said.
Role models type shit. It ain't doing that.
What's Madea? Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry, his show.
What show? What's the name of that?
Have and Have Nots.
Why did I get married?
They all getting cheated on.
Have and Have Nots.
They all getting cheated on.
Oh, not in the show.
Come on, man.
I'm just saying, My Wife and Kids came out after and they were married.
Yep.
They just had a dumbass son.
Junior.
Complete idiot.
Yes.
Bernie Mac show.
And I
Bernie Mac.
Yeah, Bernie Mac. But that was years ago. We talking 90s, bro. That was
nobody
that was
watch
early
TV like
2000s.
that no more anyway. Goddamn shit.
Those early 2000s.
They ain't got nothing like the Brady Bunch either. Shoot, they ain't got no white culture happy family shows either.
So yeah.
Because that's
not true.
What we
That's
got?
not true because they have Housewives of Beverly Hills.
That boy.
Look at it. Tell me I'm lying.
Housewives of Potomac.
Potomac.
Yeah,
It's family oriented. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you right.
Yeah, because they housewives is a whole lot different than our housewives. Matter of fact, on our housewives, a lot of them ain't even married, but that's another conversation.
Oh wow. You gonna dig up the receipt?
That's real.
That's
a lot of
fucked
on the black side of this shit, a lot of them ain't married, but on their side, a lot of them are married.
Well, look here, Texas got common law.
Well, they not shooting at Texas, they shooting at Atlanta.
Did shows influence marriage in a negative way? I would say that if a show is that influential over your views on marriage, you have a bigger problem. That's how I feel. I feel it wasn't show's fault. I feel like when people looked around in their real life, they didn't see many successful marriages. Whether it be from their own damn parents or their aunties and uncles or older brother, older sister,
And
friends,
they came up under that shit, under the Cosby shit.
neighbors across the street, all type of shit. Everybody get a divorce. Everybody in broken homes. Let's just be real here.
And then the rest of them on drugs.
And what is, and again, a lot of these people have money, all type of stuff, and the home is still broken. So I think people are seeing that, and it's just like, well, damn, do I want to risk going through all of that when I could just stay single? I don't think it was necessarily the shows. I think it's just real life happens. Like it's just real. Just looking around, like most people, if you ask 10 people, hey, did you have 3 positive marriages in your full 35 years of life that was close to you, that you could reach out and touch, you could reach out and call? Did you
Most
have
people
just
say
three healthy marriages that you could like use as a blueprint? I feel like most of those people say no. That's real. They may have 1, maybe 2 and that's generous. But 3, 4, 5 examples? Hell no. But you know what they did have? Examples of broken fucking homes. Everywhere around. Everywhere.
Bunch of baby showers.
Bunch of baby showers with no dad.
Woo. Bunch of them.
You know, and a lot of times it be they own mama.
A bunch of 1-year marriages, 2-year marriages,
or 6-year engagements that never amounted to marriage.
Damn.
Crazy.
A lot of that happened. But not no healthy marriage that I could say, you know what, man, that's something that I can That's something that I want to aspire to.
Mm-hmm.
Most people ain't got many examples of that. So I feel like that's more influential than the TV show. Because if we just gonna be honest, the TV show is just a reflection of real life. Can't blame the TV show for mirroring what happens in the real world. That's their job, is to relate.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know, man.
Can they also push an agenda? No, I'm playing.
What is it? The cog for change, the cog for change, whatever that is.
Well, if that's the case, Martin was pushing a positive agenda.
He was.
Because he wasn't cheating on Gina.
Mm-mm.
He tried to stay away from that, except for when he was working out in the gym. You know what I'm saying? And he
just did that to show off.
Yeah, just to show off that he still had it.
I get my woman on mistake than y'all do on purpose.
But he still took Gina everywhere he went. He still loved her. You know what I'm saying? And my wife and kids. That
He
was a
got
good
jealous when
TV
she started
show.
making money though.
Yeah, he did, but he was being honest about it.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't leave it because of it.
Yeah, I think Martin for real is like
It was
the reality
realistic. It was
of
like
like that, because they was living in the trenches. They was living in the hood. You get what I'm saying? They ain't move out until they both got great positions, and then they was moving. But they was showing the reality of some people trying to make it. The couple trying to make it, going through they little shit, the ups and downs and all that type of shit. Having the friends that single around. You know what I'm saying? Because Pam was having a hard time keeping a man.
And she wasn't even addressed as like a slut or a hoe. And living single was worse than that.
Yeah. So they was just showing you what's really real, because they do have like great women that just like terrible
Sex
dudes.
in the City.
All that.
The blueprint for hoeing.
Oh my God.
Let's keep it real.
That's real.
It wasn't black folks. Give us our credit.
That's real. That's real. That's real.
Hey, on that note, man, we're going to get into the advice column. All right, man. First and foremost, we got King Gully back again. Salute to bro, man. That's Patreon right there. And bro say, Wagwan. So I recently watched the episode you did on Lapeef Talks called Relationship Talks. June, one of the guests, was on point with game he was kicking, and all he was doing was giving his strategies on how he gets women in his game was honest. Many believe having game is to finesse, lie, or manipulate women, but those men are not worthy of game because they're using game for the wrong reason. Having game is just using the knowledge, wisdom, and experience to formulate a strategy to get what you want. Not just from women, but from the game of life, period. So when you approach, depending on your pitch or strategy, you might get rejected or not. But if you use that same pitch and talk 20 women, 10 might reject, 10 might accept. But note, the women are not rejecting you, they're just rejecting your pitch or strategy. So whenever I ask y'all to kick game, wisdom, knowledge, and experience, I'm asking for your strategies that'll work for you. Shouts to y'all, keep up the good work. And at the center of your game is you being yourself and authentic. That's real, man. Oh, shit, bro, I ain't even asked a question. He just wrote in to drop gems.
That's real.
That was real.
That's spot on.
All right, we're gonna keep it moving, man. This is, and make sure that they don't want to be. Oh, okay. Patreon member.
What's cracking?
All right. She say, "What's up, guys? My name is Kay. I'm 28 years old. I live in the Dallas area, and my mom, who is 48 years old, introduced me to you guys' podcast.
Shout out to mom.
Salute to mom.
48?
That's love.
She was fairly young. But let's keep going. Let's keep going.
What's her name?
Because of my age, girl. But age ain't nothing but a number.
Welcome back, Ricky Romance. I ain't gonna lie, man. I did low key miss the horrible singing while you was gone. But welcome back. To continue. She says, yes, smooth older women do listen to the podcast.
Goddamn me.
Since she introduced me to you guys, we love you guys' content. Keep up the good work. Backstory about me. I'm single, no kids, family oriented, first generation college grad, own crib, own car, good credit,
Independent.
Independent. That's all the streaming. That's what it's streaming.
John, what part? She a bad bro.
If you ain't on, sit down. If you ain't on, sit down. You ain't on, sit down. She say, love to travel, spontaneous. She don't do the club scene, etc. I make $65,000 a year. I was in a 5-year relationship off and on, and I was basically in love with his potential, thinking he would change. I take full accountability for staying so long. For the last year, I've been pouring into myself, healing, listening to positive podcasts, traveling, working out, etc. My question: I met this guy. He was different and really cool. He wasn't what I normally attract or go for, but I gave him a chance and was open to getting to know, quote unquote, him better. Quote unquote, him. Shit, I see where this is going.
Come on.
I'm in a space where I'm being open-minded when it comes to dating. He matched my hustle, no kids, attentive, good job, head on straight, educated. He was all about me, etc. He came out the gate swinging. Went on dates. He was consistent, nice guy, etc. Again, all new to me, which was amazing because I've never been treated like this before. He planned a trip for us, all expenses paid, which I told him we didn't have to go, but he insisted. Prior to the trip, he drops a bomb on me. He tells me that he has genital herpes.
Damn. But it's under control.
I respected his honesty, but I didn't know what else to say other than thank you for being real. But I have to do some research. When I got back from the trip, I made it a point to talk to my doctor. We've never been intimate, not even a kiss on the cheek.
Damn.
A month later, I cut it off with him because I felt it was a lot to process and just thinking about what sex would look like with him. I just couldn't get past what we could and couldn't do. My question is, what advice would you give me moving forward? Since I cut it off, I've been down on myself and asking these questions. Was I being too selfish or picky? Did I let a good man go? It's been a challenge to come across a decent guy ever since. P.S. I have an IG, but I don't post much. Much love. Salute to K, man. What's your thoughts on it?
Hey, man.
That's a curveball, boy.
Hey.
I've been hit with one of those before. Shit. I appreciate your honesty, but I gotta go.
But
Damn, that's crazy. And that's okay. But that's okay.
I appreciate it. I ain't make no,
cool.
you know, you really gotta appreciate that honesty.
I respect the honesty. Yep.
The fact that somebody can even tell somebody that is crazy.
Yeah.
And the amount of judgment people get for that. But shoot, you gotta respect that. But if you can't get over the fact of, you know, first of all, your health, your well-being, how does that affect your body? How does that affect the amount of intimacy y'all have during sex? Because you just can't get the thought of that out your mind. You know, raising a family. I mean, I don't think it would work. I don't think you did the right thing. You didn't lose out on he was a good guy, but he probably wasn't the guy for you. Shit.
Yeah. I can't judge your how you thinking and how you feel about this shit, bro. You went to your doctor and, you know what I'm saying, obviously you just wasn't with it after you talked to your doctor, so don't second guess your opinion. Well, second guess yourself. Because you're not running into the right man. Shit, just keep doing what you're doing. You'll run into somebody again. But damn. Bro got it all together. And
that's tough, man.
That's
at least he kept it 100 with you.
Yeah, he kept it 100. So you can't say he ever lied to you. You can't say he tried to finesse you. He gave you the option. Hey, you know what I'm saying? You went with what you went with. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to bro too.
And I'm not saying I circle back and all that type of shit there. You know what I'm saying? Just hey, do your research. You like you already did. Hey, damn.
I would check to see if it's like, is it under control? Is he on some meds?
Yeah.
And you know, all that good stuff. If you decide to pursue, me personally, I'm not doing it. So you know, I'm with Kenny on it. But that's something I would want to know before. Shit, I ain't taking no trip.
Hey, y'all should be getting tested before y'all even have sex. Y'all know my motto.
Yeah. So.
Well, that's the thing. She said she'd never been intimate, never so much kiss on the cheek.
But y'all was getting ready to go on a trip. He was giving you everything you need. Y'all should at least said, hey.
Yeah.
When's the last time you was sexually active? Go get tested. You get the fucking app on your phone and they're sending you the goddamn results right then and there. If you're good or not.
Yeah, I think he might have been hoping something went down on the trip So that's why he went ahead and let it go.
He knew something was gonna go down on that trip.
All expenses paid.
All expenses paid. And she never been treated like that. She was head over heels.
Fam, you know it was
She was ready. As soon as they got off the plane, she was ready.
Hanging from the
Yeah, I'm saying she was ready to pop it off.
What's the Instagram? I'm about to look it up.
Hey, she was ready to pop it off, boy.
But
and then, hey, damn, man.
I respect him for being honest.
Yeah.
And I respect you, Kay, for making the decision that you made because you don't feel comfortable with it. So, you did what was in your best interest.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. So
underscore.
That's.
And again, this ain't no advice.
Yeah, you
hey,
this is on you, baby. This is on you. This ain't on us, baby.
Yeah,
This
I
ain't
mean,
on us.
it's a tough situation, bro. But at the end of the day, it's about what you comfortable with. I be telling people, man, when you be picking these people, when you making these type of decisions, you got to think 40 years later. Because that's what the goal is, right? You're not dating for 2 years and just go separate. Like, that's not the initial plan. Like, it happens like that a lot, but that's not the plan. So you need to plan for that. And it's just, and I think you went about it the right way. You went to your doctor and, got the full rundown. Hey, what does this entail? Like, what's going to be the dynamics of us from a, intimate perspective? And doc was like, okay, this is allowed. This isn't, whatever the case may be. And it was too much for you. And I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with that. You shouldn't kick yourself, beat yourself up about it because, let's say that you did go through with the relationship begrudgingly. But then you treating the man bad because you know what I mean? You ain't comfortable with it. So it's like, nah, like I'd rather just remove myself and let him find somebody that's comfortable with it. And another thing, salute to him though. Because he kept it G. A lot of dudes would not have kept it G.
They wouldn't have told you a damn thing.
It's a fact. Until after he done beat already.
Unprotected.
Right. Brought you down there on that trip. Y'all, he done.
Tried to make you goddamn, tricked you to be in his life. That's basically what he did.
Right. Fuck around, got her pregnant, all type of stuff.
You know what I'm saying? Got you herpes and said, hey, I got herpes. We got to stay together.
Hey, that's insane.
That's crazy.
Nobody else gonna want you.
Yeah, that's
really though.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Really though. Because it's a lot of dudes moving like that.
It happens like that,
That's
bro.
how they be thinking, bro.
It happens like that. So, yeah.
Yeah, so,
Salute to him for keeping it all the way a beam, man.
Facts. That's facts. But, in terms of you.
I give him a 98% because you could have said that before you bought that trip.
Right.
That's true. Yeah.
98%.
Yeah. That's true. All right, man. Press to all parties involved, man, and tell moms we say what up, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate her.
Yeah.
Tell her right in, too.
Goddamn me. No, she got some problems, too. Nobody.
No, she got some problems. Tell her right on here, goddamn it. We can handle those, too.
And I could fix them for her.
That was a damn fool. All right, man. Last one of the day, man. It's from Ronnie. Patreon.
Got a long list of solutions.
Girthy list.
Y'all wouldn't know nothing about that right there, boy.
Oh, my God. All right, she said, hey, crew, this is Ronnie. Love the show. Quick question. What does it take to rebuild trust in a relationship?
Consistency.
That's a hell of an answer to come out the gate with. That's a fact.
That's real.
Simple. To rebuild trust, consistency on what you said you was gonna do and what you're not gonna do. That's how you get that trust back. It ain't no consistent for 2-3 weeks, a month. Nah, nigga. Nah, you can. Hey, boy. Because when trust is broken, something big has been violated.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying. That takes a lengthy period of time for you to get that trust back. So
get rid of whatever factor enabled you to break that trust, whether it be Instagram or Twitter or social media, whatever it is.
You can have a gambling problem, whatever.
Gambling problem, get rid of that shit. Ban yourself from casino shit. You can actually do that. You can call them, say, "Hey, ban me. Don't let me come back in."
Damn.
I done lost everything. Don't ever let me.
You gotta be getting your ass whooped to ban yourself. You know how much you gotta be getting your ass whooped up there to ban yourself.
Don't let me back in. My wife on the verge of leaving me. I come back here one time. You hear me? I done put my house up for collateral and lost it all. You hear me?
He beat my nigga down to his socks.
Don't let me get in.
Nigga said, cuff me. Soon as I walk in the
Who we banning you? Why? Look at my bank.
Look at me.
Hey, boy, since I've been here.
Everybody. Boy came in all luxury, left in boxes and teeth.
I stole my kidney, my liver.
That is insane. I did not know that.
That nine just won't fall for me. That boy waiting on that natural 9 for 6 weeks. That bitch ain't falling.
Hey, that is wild. But yeah, you could do that, fam. You could ban yourself for a certain period of time. Say, let me back in that motherfucker.
Hell no.
They was beating my nigga down. That's crazy.
That's crazy. You got the courage to call in and say, hey,
ban me for life. Yeah.
I'm done with you.
Hey, LaBerge.
Get rid of me.
Get your mom on the phone.
I'm never coming back.
Coming back over.
He say, I'm defeated. This ain't got nothing left.
That's real.
My job done fired me.
Oh, man.
You lose your job because you gambling, boy. That's crazy.
Dog. I be several hours late for work, stuck at the casino.
Hey,
waiting on the night.
I could tell you some damn stories.
Oh, shit.
I could tell you some stories.
Oh, man.
Some personal stories?
From people at work. Hey, and I know people that didn't off themselves how much debt they didn't got into.
What?
Yep.
Jesus, man.
Tell me about that story you were tweeting about earlier today.
Oh, about my coworker when he it was at the end of the shift too. I'm walking in there chilling, happy-go-lucky, ready to go home. All I hear is, it's 4:30 in the morning. Why you just now calling me? Oh, you having fun, huh? Don't worry about it. Don't even come home. You're having fun.
He told that to his wife? To his wife?
Fam.
Damn.
He said you just now calling me?
Just now calling me. And it's 4:30 in the morning. And she like 40-something.
She said the club ran over. And I was
like 40-something. I was just having fun with my friends.
She said she went to the hole in the wall. She went to the hole in the wall.
Went to the half down.
It was a hole in someone's wall. No. We got to edit this out. We can't put this on. My coworkers might
ain't nothing open at 4:30 over there.
Yeah, ain't not in Port Arthur.
But
booty cheeks.
That is insane.
And that's kind of late for booty cheeks to be open up. To be honest with you, that's time
that's
going on.
motherfucker to be open.
The motherfuckers say ain't nothing open late with Waffle House and legs.
And they was right. That's why they telling the truth.
But
that's the only thing they didn't lie about.
Right.
Yeah, fam.
Rebuilding trust, man.
Yeah.
How do you do it? How do you go about doing it?
Get rid of whatever factored into that situation happening. That's what I could say.
Yeah, I would say, man, rebuilding trust is about actions, man. Shut up talking and just get it done, man. Mm-hmm. A lot of people say what they gonna do. Oh, I'm gonna do better, man. I'm gonna turn my life around. I'm gonna go do this. I'm gonna go do that. And you don't never see nothing, result from it. Like, you gotta go show it. It ain't nothing that you talk about. You know what I'm saying? Because for one, she don't believe your ass anyway, or he don't believe your ass anyway. Mm-hmm. In terms of what you say. But just like Smooth said, it's about consistency. Like, can you keep doing it consistently? Not, the first 2 weeks when you're trying to prove yourself and, okay, the relationship getting a little back to normal, so I could just slack off and go back to doing what I was doing. Nah, it's like you have to develop new habits.
I agree. Yeah.
And that right there is the only way. And even then, and this is another thing, even then, you got to be okay with the fact that the trust will never be where it was.
Ever.
Mm-hmm. You got to get comfortable with that new level of trust that they got for you. Because it'll never be what it was.
Yeah, you had an asterisk.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I mean, it is an uphill battle. There's no way around that. It's nothing easy about it. You know what I'm saying? Nothing the motherfucker can say that's going to, you can go do this and it's all going to be gravy. Don't work like that. The shit may come up 3 years from now because she or he just having a bad day or and just thought about it or whatever it was that you did. You know what I'm saying? And now you got to deal with the repercussions of that. But when you take them back or when you go back into that situation, you accept that. That's what comes with it. So,
I agree. So, B, address the situation like Kenny said. Fix the problem like B said. Be consistent like Smooth said. And you got to give it time.
Yeah.
That's it. Put all that together. You got to give it some time, man, because that's the only way you're going to know.
It's got to be on their time.
Exactly. That's very true. Very true. Because you fucked up, so the ball ain't in your court no more.
Because I ain't going to never forget that shit. Ever. Forgiving, that's one thing, but forgetting, you ain't never forgetting that shit. Mm-hmm. Depending on what you did.
Mm-hmm. And it sounds like something egregious, man.
Man.
Prayers to all parties involved, man. We're gonna wrap this
Goes to Weasel.
Wrap this thing up. Y'all boys got any last words for him, man, before we get up out of here, man?
Nothing.
I ain't got nothing, bro. Appreciate y'all, baby. Y'all know what it is.
Goddamn me.
It's love, man. It's been a hell of a run, man. 120 episodes.
Damn.
That's crazy.
I think I need a vacation. I ain't gonna be on for the next month.
You and me both. I'm out. It's gonna be smooth and old.
You ready, Smooth?
Take this thing over. Never needed you niggas anyway.
Tell y'all right now, the deal come through, only me and no kid.
Niggas say it's a 50-50 split. Damn.
We'll see.
Y'all need the other 2 sentences? Nah.
God damn. That's why black folks can't have nothing, man. But look, real rap though, man. We definitely appreciate y'all, man. Salute to the Patreon, man. Salute to B-Box. Salute to Crusader Nation.
Real shit.
You know what I'm saying? We got merch coming, working on it. It's in the process right now. I know we say that a lot, but it's coming.
But it's really in the process.
It takes
really
real rap.
Really
You know what I'm saying? So be on the lookout for it. And when it drops, support it. God damn it. Don't be asking us for it for 2-3 years and then it drop and it's like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to get around to pay week come.
November 1st. Product is dropping November 1st.
Facts.
Be on the goddamn site. What day is November 1st?
I think
That's a Tuesday.
That's a Tuesday. Ironically.
Because I'm off.
Yeah. So, again, man, show up.
Oh,
and
I won't be
support,
on the
man.
show next week. Let me tell y'all that.
Thank God.
You know what's crazy? Half the fans not gonna watch it now. They can't see Smooth. Yeah. That would be out of town, man, doing family business, you know.
Oh, good, you know.
Okay, man. Take care of the family, man. We understand.
Vacation.
But the family don't come from the money, though.
Hey, that's what he said. That's what he said.
Hey,
that's what he said.
Money to feed the family. So you know what? They hand in hand. They hand in hand. They 1A, 1B type shit.
You ain't getting paid if you don't show up next week. That's all I got to tell you. The choice is yours.
Shit, that trip already paid for. I'm good.
God damn, man. But yeah, so on that note, man, we appreciate everybody for tapping in. We're gonna be back live on Wednesday. Make sure that y'all pull up to the live stream, man. I want to see all the people that listen to audio only. I want to see all y'all in there. Pull up. Everybody that listen on all the other platforms, and make sure y'all pull up to the YouTube, man. We're gonna be live 9:30 p.m. Central every Wednesday on YouTube, man. So we want to see y'all in the chat. We want to see y'all talking shit and turn it up, man. And,
Respectfully.
Yeah, respectfully, of course. And on that note, we up out of here, man. We're going to play a record off that new Baby album. I'm trying to figure, what did we play last time? I don't even know, but I kind of want to play Back and Forth.
Don't play yet.
Featuring EST. Hell no, we ain't playing that. We're going to play Back and Forth featuring ESTG, man. On that note, we are gone.
She was just there for the season.